you.
I hear you.
We're looking for Henry. He hasn't shown up yet.
But I can't see nobody.
Welcome to the Hardpoint
Die
Tournament.
Gegner. Wir sehen die zwar nicht, aber wir reden
I'm excited.
Ach so, ja, ich
I'm
seh's ja nicht.
excited.
Also Dark Zone hätte er Lobby auch.
Du redest
I've got
Ja, dann
commercials.
müsst ihr jetzt da rein.
Mit dem Passwort 4 mal den
Oh.
Null.
Reinkommen. Ja.
All right, for anyone that may be here already,
Oh,
it is a bit of a cluster. I'm not gonna say it's a little rough
yeah,
today,
I have
but we're
my-
managing. So be patient. We're dealing with what we can. As soon as Puddle's ad is done, she will be able to see what is happening as well. But right now,
Oh.
she's just a voice.
Well, I see it now. I see Team 1.
Right, so Team 1, German Grandpas, believe versus Croyan's team, which will be Croyan, Mr. Henry, and O'Doyle. And then German Grandpas, you can see you got Snug, Andy, and Bamblebee. I don't know if these teams have scrimmaged at all, but my team has scrimmaged Croyan's team, and Croyan's come a long way since the beginning. I've got high hopes for him. Mr. Henry has been killing it, though. Like, oh my god.
Royo really has played against him yesterday and he was kicking my ass.
Powerful German grandpa. Any of the German grandpas, even the newer ones for the was it the Challenger team that kind of formed? They're all really good, and they have a very specific play style, and I'm interested to see how O'Doyle and Croyan and Mr. Henry kind of combat that.
Oh, we're starting to load in. Hey, Shell.
Shelly. I tell you what, though. I can turn my sound on real quick and see. Mic test. I can't test because my audio's not plugged in. Hold on, give me a second. I can't test because
Hey,
my
can you
audio's
guys
not
hear
plugged in.
me?
Hold on, give me a second. Okay, they can hear us.
Hello? Okay.
Hello, Sailor Sunday! For anyone who does not know who Sailor Sunday is, that is Croyan's daughter. She has come to show her support for Croyan, his team, and his gameplay.
Our map choices are Desert Knight, Veranda, or Metro.
Ja.
Hello, Doom Crusade.
Genau.
Big day for Alvo. Hardpoint tournament.
We both
3v3 versus 5v5. And it's going to be interesting to see how different teams adapt to this lack of players. Normally you have a team of 5. This time around it is a team of 3, which changes your outlook completely as far as how you play the game of Hardpoint.
Ja, okay. Wir spielen dreimal Hardpoint. Also we play
Ja,
3 games
genau.
Hardpoint on the same map. Okay.
Listening to the ban?
You
das heißt ein
don't will, fragt sie mal, welche Map die nicht spielen
Oh.
wollen.
Sorry.
Ist doch egal, wir haben doch die Wahl,
She's
oder?
listening to the
Nee,
ban.
kann man nicht.
That we
mit
can't
beiden
hear.
Mannschaften.
Also, what a map we want to play? O'Doyle or Croyan?
We want to veto Metro,
No.
so we don't want to play Metro.
We can't because I have the Discord
we'll
going
play
and then
Either
the
Desert Knight,
video
or,
is
what was the other
muted
one,
so that it doesn't
Veranda?
get feedback through my mic.
Also Desert Knight or Veranda?
No, Desert Knight, no.
Desert Knight is fake, fuck. No.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
can hear it
better
now.
Yeah, with you. Yeah, so it looks like Miranda's going to be the one.
Okay. I
Wer
had
ist denn
it
da
muted.
reingekommen? Da unten? All Might, Omni, Usha.
Sleep deprivation.
Oh, the map ban. She was talking
Yeah,
about the
you-
map ban. I thought she meant banter. I was like, they're bantering. I can't hear the
banter. You
banter.
guys want to still play with my son playing in for Henry?
Okay.
Oh Lord, it is a
thought
mess today. We're
Yeah,
rolling with
but
it.
If he doesn't show up, I'll get Tucker to hop in.
So, Puddle,
Well,
how
this
do
is gonna be
you
fun.
see? how do you see the difference
But he's
in
the
playing
better
the game of Hardpoint
And he
with
is,
3 people
I came
versus
back, I had to go out 'cause I
4,
couldn't hear
or
anybody
sorry,
anymore,
5?
so-
Oh, God.
Like how
Well,
different, and how do you
it
think it
looks
would
like we're
change
gonna do
it?
Veranda.
He's muted.
well,
They
you're
did
gonna
one
have to
different
change your
night.
strategy on
That's
how
fine.
you usually play it. You know, most
well,
teams have like, you know, 1 or 2 that goes into the point to keep
We'll
the
throw in Team
point,
Henry, so
and
I'll
then you
see,
have like, you know, the outer
we may
people
have to do a
keeping other
substitution.
people off. But with 3, like, I mean, you can't really do that, but you kind of
Henry's
can.
not showing up. We can't.
But it'll make it harder to access the point if it's
Well,
been
we can do a
taken over.
substitution. He hasn't
How do you
answered
think
today.
it'll change
But
the?
we-
Because
we
normally
have
with
no
a team of
password
5,
in
you
the
have like
lobby,
your
or?
close
No,
perimeter
no,
players
no,
and
no.
your long distance
And what
perimeter,
is
and you
when
have
you
your point
play
holders.
and,
Being so
everyone,
that
other
there's only
players come
3,
inside.
how do you think that people are going to adjust to closing in that perimeter
Ja,
play
weißt du,
control
wie oft
point?
kommt jemand rein? Private
Yeah,
Lobby.
I mean, you're gonna have to close in.
Well, we.
I
Here's the
mean,
thing, guys. We could recreate this lobby.
Do you think that's going to be harder
pass
for
if
than
you
what
like.
people are used
Yeah.
to?
We make
I
the
got-
lobby
think
with
it is.
password 00.
I feel like
But, I
make
mean,
it a
they
little
might
more
just keep
unpredictable.
Easy enough, 4
2
zeros.
Okay.
close
We'll be
closer
right
to the
back.
perimeter and
Four,
just like
seven.
1.
Okay.
Who
Go
opened,
further
who
out.
opened the private match? Snack, you?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, that would be a good strategy,
It's not
but I
hard.
mean,
It's
still,
Snack open a new
3
private
people,
match
that's
with
difficult.
0000. Password.
Perfect.
I feel like it's
Alright,
gonna
okay.
change a lot of like your experienced players who are used to running with a team of 5. They know where to look for people, your typical points that are typically held and played. All of that's going to change because those points are going to be different, being so there's only 3. I think it'll make it a little more even because you're not going to know where to look for somebody. You're not going to know exactly how they're going to hold that point, being
Yeah.
so they have multiple players.
Completely agree.
So it looks like Mr. Henry will unfortunately not be able to make it. So they're sending in a sub, I believe. I can't hear what was said exactly, so I'm going off of comments. Are they subbing in Tuck? Ooh, little Tucker. Okay, so anyone who doesn't know who Tuck is, that is O'Doyle's son. He's a wonderful young man, and he has got some Alvo skills. I don't know if it's just inherited from his dad, but the little kid will tear you up if you're not careful. I'm excited for him.
I would love to see Tucker and
Okay.
Nichols Kid go one-on-one with
Come in,
each
sir.
other.
Yeah, I hear you.
They said if Henry doesn't show up, then he will sub. Fair enough. Well, hopefully Mr. Henry
Where's
will be
O'Doyle?
able to get in, because we do love Mr. Henry and we want to see him play.
All might, all
Hopefully
no,
everything is
who's
okay and there's
you
not
need
any
this.
kind of unforeseen
he's-
circumstances that's
he's
preventing him
streaming.
from
Probably talking.
being
streaming.
here.
Only streaming. Okay. Big data streaming. Okay, I know.
He'll generally stay muted.
I forget every time because I'm just so used to everyone knowing my voice. I forget. By the way,
That's
you
just
hear
Marvel,
the voice
they're
of Puddles
fucking
and
streaming.
Fergie. That's who's commentating. You can't see us, but you hear us, and I forget to do any kind of introductions because, I mean, we both talk enough. Everyone should know who we are. Surely.
True. And this is going to be interesting since I put bourbon in my coffee.
She's starting early. She's ready. Okay, so if for some reason this lobby is still sorting through issues, if we don't get a third player, we do have another lobby we can switch to for you guys to view during round one.
AirPods.
All right, I got Tucker.
O'Doyle?
coming.
Okay.
Where is
we're-
Henry?
we're-
So Puddles,
We're gonna sub. We're gonna have to
are
sub.
you
in.
excited
Henry's
about
not
your
showing.
first time
okay with that?
commentating? I was pumped
It's
my
okay,
first
it's fine.
time.
But you're only
Um,
player, no?
I mean, if I wasn't
his son's
sleep
gonna
deprived
talk
from
to me.
like
That's
3
all
days
on the
no
way.
sleep,
He's
I'd be
getting
more
muted up
excited.
now.
So I can't. Is he in the is he in the lobby?
Does it
or
feel
he
natural?
can't?
Not-
Does it
not
feel
yet.
like you were
Not
always
yet.
meant to be
He's
here?
coming.
Ah, well, I
A little
can't
bit,
see.
a little bit.
Are you guys okay?
I need
with
more
the
coffee though.
substitution?
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank
No
you.
problem.
That's nice.
While we have the chance, I will go ahead and point out certain things that I know is typically pointed out. Normally, I
we
have
play
somebody
Miranda.
here
Miranda,
to
no?
officiate
Yeah, yeah.
and keep me on track, but I know
Three times,
normally
yeah.
it is
Miranda,
shout out
okay.
to
What, Tuck?
Dubby W.GG, I
Darn.
believe,
Not
is
what you
correct.
doing
If it's
because
not, I'm sorry. I'm stupid. I can't control that.
Ja, ja, ist aber so. Lass so.
Dubby has been
Can
a
we
part of
recreate the room
AHC for a
without
while now
Mod
as
IO
a
enabled?
affiliate,
Nimm mir
and
mal,
if
hau
you
mir aus
guys
dem
want
Maul, aber
to
versteht man dich,
get
Mann.
yourself some Dubby, I believe it is
so Tucker
AHC at
doesn't have
checkout
to-
Hey,
for
Hey,
10%
put
There
out
off.
the
and get
bubble
logged
gum
in.
out your mouth and I can understand
I'm
you.
not entirely sure who else I need to
Slowdown.
mention.
Your
Yeah,
slang.
sorry.
Raise
You have
Energy, I
mods.
believe, and
Can we
then
recreate the room without mods enabled?
JD's House of Trophies.
What is
I think
mod?
that's
Mod,
typically an
MOD,
AWL thing.
custom
MOD,
map.
Mod?
Yeah.
I don't know who else I
So,
need to
Yeah,
mention,
can we
but
recreate
like I
without
said,
that
it's chaos
enabled?
today and we're rolling with it. So you get what you get. I can't help you.
Ist
Pro
ja aber
2,
wieder
yeah,
so.
that one.
Yeah.
Pro 2.
Oh wait, hold on. Tuck, what Tuck?
I love that the viewers.
Oh, you
can
log it?
keep track
Okay,
of
never
shit
mind.
better
He's
than I
getting it.
can,
Never mind.
'cause
Never
I'm
mind.
scatterbrained, and that's just the way it is today. That's just who we are this week.
Why don't we not like that?
What a day. I tell you, the chaos of everything, though, and scribbling about trying to get everything together, I'm pumped. It's fueling my game rage. Look at the trinkets menu. For anyone that do not have these yet, you are able to prestige and unlock these in the game now, and these are trinkets that are available in Alvo, which has never been there before. They're new. And of course, there's the amateur hour commentary one that is amazing, and then the tea bag. You gotta have the tea bag.
Or
Look
the
at all the
taco dip.
different pythons.
Oh,
So which one?
you're talking about those. See? Sleep
Look
deprivation.
at those trinkets,
I still
and they look
want a
so
taco.
cute on the gun. Our hand model in game is being very very good imagery for everyone to see. There we go, showing it off. All the new skins that are available with the update. Amazing,
Hey, Titch.
amazing designs. Hello, Titch. Although, I am curious to see how many people think of it, and being so it's my competition, I probably shouldn't say nothing, but I will be changing my gun skins before games so that I'm not glowing in the dark. I do not want to
Oh,
be
you
seen across
don't
the
want
map.
the stripper lights?
No. I don't want to be seen coming before I get a chance to even breathe. We only got 3 people. I can't afford too many deaths. That sorcery skin is absolutely amazing. I love that one. I don't see many people running with it, though. I don't know if it's just not a crowd favorite, but the green and black, that is my go-to skin for any gun I use.
Of course it is.
So which one is your favorite? I love the gingerbread cookie.
I like the arachnid.
That suits you. Of course you would. And Buckgasm's here! Everyone say hi to Buckgasm! He has joined us today as a special occasion. For anyone that does not know, that's my amazing husband over there with his little goat face because he's him.
Oh, and I like the neon pixel.
Ooh, me too. That way, that's one of the ones that glow in the dark, though, so you gotta be careful with
Yeah.
where you're playing with it.
Yeah, it sucks playing with it as S&D.
We must you on the... Wait, what? Don't confuse me, Shell. Oh, miss you on the game, I'm guessing is what she is saying. So it did look like we had Tuck come in to sub for Mr. Henry. Hopefully Mr. Henry is okay and there's no troubles there. Best of wishes go out to him. Sad that he couldn't make it here. But we do have Tuck subbing in his place, and the German Grandpas are hosting this team. So this will be round 1. Green team is team 1 and yellow is team 2. Shell, can you raise your arms? Why is Shell raising her arms?
Because she had a stroke.
And hard point right in the inside balcony on the 2nd floor. Both sides immediately on opposite ends. Yellow looks like they're setting up perimeter to kind of clear off that original point take.
They're coming
Okay.
back.
Oh, German Grandpas one person in it, but you got your outside Croyan's team kind of keeping them off of it. So far, it looks like
you got someone coming for the flank.
Isn't that a typical contest where there's like one on each side of the pillar? It's trading back and forth fairly quick. It's not saying red, yellow, or green for too long a period of time. Nichols' team's winning. Nichols' team win 30-16. Oh, okay. So Shell is letting everyone know that the other match that is going on for round 2, one of the other lobbies, it is 30-16, and Nichols' team, which is Nichols, Zshid, and Justin, they're currently winning in their match. We have got ungodly amounts of fire on this point, keeping your entries protected.
That's what you gotta do.
Do you feel like fire is one of the necessities for Hardpoint, or do you prefer other things?
Fire is very vital. You have to have your fire and grenades.
34-23 in leads of Grim and Grandpa's at this moment. We all know how quick the hardpoint can change. Croyan's team just needs to get in there. Just one good hold can catch them up a lot more than people would think.
This is true. Like, 1 or 2 holds can completely change a game.
I would also like to point out that this is Croyan's first time in live competition for Alvo. I don't know if he's competed in any other games, but this is his kind of introduction to the competitive Alvo scene. So I'm sure he is reeling with nerves and emotions right now, and I hope that he is able to really enjoy this experience. That's kind of the beauty of it. Jay Wood's team won first map. Don't you enjoy that though, Puddles? Like, what does it feel like for you right before a match starts and know that the camera's rolling, it's time, everything's being documented, every point counts, and it's up to you. You have so much resting on your shoulders.
Well, I used to not really care. Like, my nerves were shot, yes, but like I was usually not sober.
I normally had the nerves mostly because like I get frustrated with myself if I don't uphold my own standards, but like you don't want to let your team down, you know, when it's counting in competition time, you're not just playing for you, you're playing for your team, and you're trying to not let them down or disappoint them, support them, but also do what you need to do. It can be very frustrating.
Yeah. Totally agree. And then like, you know, you make a mistake and you're like, oh shit, I should have had that.
Mm-hmm. And then you feel bad, not because you messed up, but you feel bad that you let your team down. It almost feels like you failed them. You just want to cry sometimes.
Or like, you know, some days like you have good days, like, you know, with competitions and gameplay, like you have good days and you have bad days, and like you might be scheduled to play, but it's one of your bad days and you play like shit.
And some of the times, unfortunately, it is a sad factor that different players from different areas are accustomed to different servers, and servers make all the difference for so many people. We did see the scoreline a minute ago, and it was very, very close. They have got really good contesting going on. Hopefully, like, it could go either way. It is still fairly early in the rounds. One good hold can catch them up. They're not sweeping the floor. 103-65. So that's one good point's worth of distance. If they can get to a point first and hold it for a while, they can catch some ground. You miss running around with a shotgun and flashbangs? Oh god. The flashes are so brutal. I hate the flashbangs.
I do too. It gives me headaches.
I'm so used to running with the stickies that I always end up flashing myself because because I'm used to throwing the stickies on specific targets, and I tried to do that with flashes on accident, and I just ended up blinding myself. So much fire on that point, so much. They're getting points, but they're not staying in there long as they're burning up. But there is a motion sensor, which is new to Alvo, and they have got that motion right in the middle of the point, seeing anybody, anyone from the opposing team coming. How do you think the new additions with the utilities is going to play into the hardpoint tournament, being so that that's never been in competition play before?
I mean, it's going to change things. Like, I mean, I've been running with the mine, and I love that thing.
I was wondering if it would really change a whole lot, being so that a lot of the players are so experienced, they know what to look for. We are looking at 74 to 139 now. German Grandpa's pulling away. I hope that discouragement's not setting into Froyen's team. But you've got to keep pushing. Hardpoint is one of those games you can get someone to the very end and squeeze out by a point. You have to keep pushing. Push, push, push. You can't get discouraged in the middle of it.
And it being 3-on-3, I feel like the push is going to be harder to do.
Yes, I agree with that. Through all of our practices, we've noticed that it is much harder to infiltrate a point with only 3 people. Normally, when you send to overtake with a team of 5, you have backup behind you, whether it be 1 person, whether it be 2 people. With 3, you have to scatter that infiltration apart, and it's so much harder to get them all out of the point. So much harder. And even if you do clear them out, there's not many people left over to actually get in and get your points back. JJ, Nickel, and Z take first round for their lobby, so they will be moving on to round 2. German Grandpas right now are holding point. They got 2 in point, 1 playing perimeter. They seem to be doing a lot of, they're getting a lot of people in the point versus where you normally see just 1. They've got 2 to 3, 189 to 100. Froyen has managed to squeeze a few points more.
Well, I mean, that could be a good strategy, keeping more people on the point. Because, like, from what I'm saying, like, you're not really able to infiltrate a point together. Like, they're just trying to get points and infiltrate it, but it's usually 1 person. If you're taking, if it's 1 against 3, you're gonna die.
And there's the final score for round 1 with German Grandpa's taking the win, 200 to 104. Very, very good effort by Croyan O'Doyle and Tuck. 2 of those was their first time competing live, so very good performance for their first time into the scene. I hope they enjoyed it. You guys are amazing. Don't get discouraged. Keep killing it. You're great. German Grandpa's is a hard lineup to beat. They're not any team to sneeze at, regardless of which one it is. It's been gone for quite some time. Surprised the Annihilator is still used a lot. A lot of people prefer different guns. There's people that swear by the Trauma. There's people that swear by the Viper. But I see a lot of people running anymore with Hurricanes. And occasionally, some of us will go in with double shotguns. And Wolf with his double pistols. And dear God, that man with those fucking pistols. Fully automatic gun, and I can't kill him with fucking pistols. They can. They do still... Anyone that doesn't know, I guess I should have clarified that. This is 3 rounds. They played this map 3 times in order to solidify the win. The first round, German Grandpa's won the first round on this map. You do have to play more and consistently win before you actually get to move on. I messed that up in my brain. That's my fault. I misspoke. It's a lot of nerves, okay, trying to keep this entertaining for you all as a commentator. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm used to the AWL where that's it. You lost, you win, you move on. I forget that this one's different and it is multiple plays of the same map. However, now that they have gone through one, Kroyan's team now knows what to look for, and the initial shock is out of the way. They can form a plan and adjust to it. You meant the trauma?
Annihilator used to be my favorite gun.
You're good with those Uzis. God, they're so bad. I hate them.
I only play with them in zombies.
Very common hold points being utilized right now. Everyone likes to sit in those little corners there by the couches. This point is a little more difficult to take, being so you have that pillar right in the center to kind of hide behind. (22-15) with Kroyan's team stepping it up and making those adjustments. Hopefully they can continue to do so. Fire everywhere. People burning. That one got shot. It's chaos. We love it.
When is Hardpoint not chaos?
That's why it's a favorite.
I love Hardpoint.
I am surprised to see O'Doyle is still running with that Christmas suit, though. There is a new avatar skin for anyone who has not played in a while or has not seen it. It is in honor of our very own Wolf. Right there, that is the new skin as you view his dead body and his cool sunglasses. That is in honor of the Wolfman himself. 40-45, so close. Kroyan's team is making the adjustments needed, and they're able to keep it within a few points. O'Doyle holding point right now. He's got his teammate above him, and two coming in. Oh, and they take it, but there's a pickup. And they're able to keep the point. Kroyan's team doing the work.
I think, like, the first round, like, it's the nerves, and then they realize, what they need to do, what they need to adjust, and they're adjusting.
You forget from his perspective, I keep thinking he's a player. I'm like, why are you not going in? I've seen there's a lot of wolves running around the map lately. You're waiting for katana melee. I have been protesting for throwing knives forever. And if it ever actually comes about, oh my god, it's gonna change everything. Used to watching actual streams, yeah.
Ooh, we should have, like, throwing knives Thursday or something.
Ooh. I will, if throwing knives came back, I would like to see an entire group just go into privates and train with those things. 79-80 with ever-changing points, it counts for every second. Very good tactic there, not going in and killing that last hardpoint holder. We all know that once you die, you respawn closer to whatever point is active. So good tactics on that team there for not going in and finishing off who was left. The ultimate stealth build must be done. There's some stealthy players in here, though. Not just with their play style, but some of them run with that ninja, especially on S&D. Ooh, it's brutal. They'll come up from behind you and pop out like Freddy Krueger. It is very different seeing 96-103 O'Doyle, Kroyan, and Tucker putting in the work. It's very different to, the war has broken out. Alvo tears are responding. It's very different to see a hardpoint tournament versus like the AWL, which I'm used to commentating for, because it's so with the spectator camp too, like it's not, everything's different. Just because you've done well in the AWL hardpoint tourney, it's a little more chaotic.
Yeah.
Everything's
and
different.
Like, you know, also like you have like the oh crap, brain fart. The talking with the teams. So like you can hear, you know, what they're you know, saying, what's going through their heads.
It is very, very important a lot of the times during competition play to keep your comms clear so that everyone can be heard. But it is so hard to do that, especially when someone gets you and you fought tooth and nail for them and you're like, son of a bitch! And you just want to cuss them up and down the wall, and then you're like, I can't do that. 137-13, Kroyan's team pulling away. They may take the second round if they can keep this lead up. He does do a good job with the spectator cam. I can't run that thing for save my damn life. German Grandpa's holding point at the moment. Looks like they got one getting ready to come through the bathroom. It's a great infiltration point. However, they were unable to do anything. They've got good crossfire happening on the point at the moment, one at each end. All that fire. From what I gathered, the newest thing is a map. Well, it depends on how long you've played. If you haven't played since this map came in, then this would be new to you. 138-148. German Grandpa's got a little points to catch up on that one, so now it is all up to these last few points to catch your ground. It looks like German Grandpa's is holding it at the moment, but here comes O'Doyle, and he's burned. Point is empty, and now Kroyan's team is now holding. If they can keep these lead going and stay in the point, then they'll catch the second round here. Good perimeter play for Kroyan's team. They got a nice triangle going around the point, keeping people off of it. German Grandpa's is able to get some on the point. They got O'Doyle contesting. Every contested second counts. Because as long as it's contested, they're not getting points. Good rotations. 160-160.
Oh,
it is
shit.
a tied game. Tied game. Every second is going to count. Jay Wet and German Grandpa's in the other lobby are currently standing at 1-1, which is what we're maybe seeing in this one, depending on how these last few points go. Burn, shoot, burn, shoot. It is a pattern at this moment. Red, yellow, green, yellow, red, yellow, green, yellow. It is so close. I do believe German Grandpa's is catching up, though. They've held the point for a good minute. Gotta get in there, gotta get in there. Here comes one from the back. 191-162. German Grandpa's has stolen it back. I don't know how much time is left exactly because we can't see the clock, but it is coming down to the last couple of points, and every kill is going to count because every kill is someone away from the point, and that is it. 200-163. German Grandpa's take the second round with a lot of fucking work. O'Doyle with 41 kills, Kroyan with 29, Tuckman hanging in there and killing them too. Look at that. Look at those number of kills. And for only 3 on an enemy team, that is insane.
That is. I mean, this was a good match.
Good match, good match. I do believe it is
a lot of
best
turnovers.
2 of 3, right? Am I wrong? It is best 2 of 3?
I think so.
Okay, so that means German Grandpa's will be moving on to round 2 for the competition. I do not know how all the other lobbies are progressing and who is coming out on top of those. That will be it for this lobby. for this round, as German Grandpa's has taken the win. Much respect to O'Doyle, Tuck, and Croyan. They put in a hell of an effort, and they almost took that second one. You guys did not get swept, and you did a hell of a job. That was some work. Much respect to all of you, and congratulations for Tucker and Croyan on your first hardpoint competition. That's a big deal. Big deal. JJ's team got it. Okay, so one of the other lobbies, it looks like Z, JJ, and Nickel will be moving on. If I'm not misunderstanding the chat.
All right, what teams are next?
Next will be round 2, which means commentating will be left up to you, Puddles, as I will need to be jumping in.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
So we are waiting on the results for 2 other lobbies. Yes, and then Shell just said JJ's team got it, and yeah, JJ got their lobby, and then Jay White was 1-1. So we are waiting on Belv and Friends team to see who came out on top on that one, and then the other lobby is who? Okay. Woo! Sorry, the voice of God is talking to us. Y'all can't hear it, but we're being directed in the background. Your team did unfortunately lose Croyan, but that was absolutely incredible. You guys kept that so close on that second round. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. You seen what happened in the first round. You made the adjustments necessary, and you were able to combat it round 2. You guys did incredible. It may seem like a loss, but it is not. You guys did amazing, and you should be very proud. For 3 people who have never played together, having Tuck thrown in the mix without being prepared, you should be proud. That's not an easy thing to overcome, especially with Tuck never competing before, you being new to the Alvo competitive scene. You should be very proud. I'm good. I am glad you're happy because you guys did amazing, and there is no doubts in your guys' ability whatsoever. You guys did incredible. I'm so happy for you. Because it may seem like a loss on paper, but it is not. It is a personal win. Sorry Henry didn't show. No worries. Hopefully everything is okay with him. Hopefully there's nothing too serious or wrong that prevented him from being here. I'm sure that if he could have, he would have been. Don't know if Jay What won yet. It is single elimination competition, so once you lose, that is it. This is a one-day competition versus the normal AWL, where it is a few months spread out. This is a single elimination bracket. Puddles, are you still with me, or did you fall into your cup of coffee over there?
Shoot, I'm chugging this stuff. I only had like maybe 2 hours of sleep.
Oh my, you need more coffee, less alcohol. Come on, Puddles.
I don't know, the alcohol might wake me up.
Jesus.
No, it's been the past 3 days, like I'm only getting maybe 2 to 3 hours of sleep a night. cannot sleep.
Start putting on a thunderstorm and fan. Eat some melatonin if you need to.
Oh shoot, we had a thunderstorm the other night and still couldn't sleep.
It doesn't much storm here on. We get a lot of storms, but it doesn't really thunder, and I often find myself putting on thunderstorms because I miss it. Living back in the country and growing up with hard thunderstorms, I rarely hear thunder anymore. Any updates on the other teams? Not any more than we had a minute ago. We are still waiting. I say one day Infinite Cosmos will make a return. Well, I hope so. I wish so many other people would come back and play. The game has changed a lot. It's changed a lot. The community is somewhat still the same with some of the players, but there are a lot of new people is around. You're hoping to
we've
hopping on
like, a lot of new people, and some of them I do like.
I missed some of the other new people. A few new people came in for last season, and they're kind of, I kind of miss them. Dan the Dolphin and Evil Angel, Pugsley. Like they played for season 3, and I mean they've kind of taken a break for a while. This is new to the game. We've never had the firing range since competition has been showed. All of this came with the updates since then. We now have all the different weapons you can try. There's the spider web that Puddles was talking about. And our Demolition Sean has even added in a special little game for the firing range where you can go in there and practice. Jaywood lost his match. Okay. Who were they fighting again? The other Germans, correct? Okay, so that means the other German Girls team number 2, right? Okay, German Girls 1. Okay, so Nickel, we are waiting for round 1 to finish up. There is one more match that we're waiting to hear the outcome of, and then everyone in round 2 will commence their playing.
That gives me more time for more coffee. I'll be back.
We're gonna hang out until we know further, and then round 2 will start. To which point I will need to hand the commentating over to Puddles, and you guys can feel free to antagonize her as much as you can. This is her first time commenting, so give her hell. I only say that because she can't hear me right now because she's gone to get more coffee. Welcome, Sinjin. It looks like you are here to show support for Croyan. We love Croyan around here. Thank you for being here. Love the iron sights down the range. The red and black is so... There's something about red and black together. It's such a wonderful design. Beautiful skins that we have now for the guns.
Okay, I'm back. For a second
You're
while
back.
it's bruised.
Love you some Croyan. We all love Croyan. He is a wonderful person. He is a sweet old man. He's funny too. Like if you ever just listen to Croyan, some of his one-line quips and quirks, it's like, where the fuck did that even come from? He catches you off guard. He makes me laugh. I love Croyan. You should be proud. They did a hell of a job for the first time in this competition and being thrown in with having to substitute last minute unpredicted. Like they did well. The first
they
one
did
was
very
rough.
well.
The first one was rough, but they adjusted. They used that to their advantage, and they adjusted, and they kept it close. They made them work for it. That skin is very, very pretty. Very clean. That gun just makes me think clean. Fancy. As our hand model shows off all the new gun skins and its mechanics with the manual reload. He did better than I did, mainly because I don't play this. Hey, credit is credit, okay? With the... He did a magazine flip. He's being fancy with it. Look at him. He's doing tricks now. That one is very steampunk looking.
That it is. Reminds me of this fishing pole I saw not too long ago that I want.
Now throw the gun up and catch it. Oh, you traded guns. That works too. Catch it, catch it. Ooh, Western style. I wish you could spin it on your finger. How cool would that be?
Right?
I love that our hand model.
It's cool with the revolvers though.
Yep. With an orange and white skin on it, showcasing all the new visual effects and pleasingness that Alvo has to offer. Double revolvers. Those things are so hard to use. I'll never understand how he's able to. With the knives, double knives. Anyone that's played the zombie mode has gone in with double knives and knows what that's like. About jumping in the lobby with him and jumping in front of his bullets, but I don't want to piss him off.
I'll go check on my coffee. I think I need like 2 cups on standby.
And that is the new roof of our nice little lobby that we have. It is square and off-white with very fancy flat lights. That is Gabba's quiet space, because it's the only place in the lobby in which music doesn't play. Gabba can't stand listening to music when he's in the game. It looks like Belle's team and Friend is still running their match in Metro. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe they had an issue and had a drop player and maybe are replaying something. They seem to be taking a little longer than the rest of the teams, but there may have been some unforeseen circumstance there. Wolf's got coffee. There's coffee waiting for everybody in the lobby. And it's hot. It never goes cold. It's the never-ending warm cup of coffee. You know how hard it is to keep this entertaining for you guys when we're just waiting for information?
So Fergie, will you play Faz with me again?
Whenever we get a group together that wants to play Faz. Thank you for everyone who is hanging out and patiently waiting for the results of the other lobby. So Puddles, are you sad that you did not participate in the Hardpoint tournament now?
I mean, yes and no.
It's kind of fun to watch, you know?
Yeah, it is fun to watch. Like, I mean, I don't know. I was just going through some shit. I'd rather just commentate. And now, like, with my controllers screwing up like they have, like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't.
It is a lot to do both. I cannot imagine what it was like for Wolf through the seasons of AWL, participating and like trying to play, participate, commentate, like the whole thing. That is a lot. It is rough. It's a lot of juggling. Sometimes it's nice to just watch and enjoy everyone else being stressed out. It looks like our hand model is now dancing to the lobby music. Guns don't go in the coffee. You'll get lead poisoning. That was a joke. If you didn't get it, your gun tips are made of lead. And he's going to stir it with the magazine. He's trying desperately to keep it entertaining. With our nice little stickers that are added into the lobby, as little Easter eggs, the little pamphlets and flyers for Machete Monday. And there is a little mini game available in the lobby now. The Wolf is doing it with the iron-sighted Sterling.
A lot faster than I am with that.
I do hate the loss for Daywet. However, none of these teams are easily beaten. So we know that their competition was stiff. It's kind of the game of it all. It's never easy. He was not satisfied with that score. All right, our little hand model. Simon says jump. Simon says slide. That was a jump. Thank you guys for continuing your patience. I do not know what is happening in the other lobby to have prolonged these results. I don't know if maybe they're confused or if they're having problems.
All right, so there was a little bit of confusion with people in that lobby. For some reason, they thought it was, once they decided on a map, it was one round as opposed to a best of 3. So they asked if they should go again. So right now in Discord, they're trying to determine whether or not they are going to play the next round, because I think some people were checked out or checking out. I'm not sure, but we're looking to get it clarified here. So just give us a moment.
There's always some confusion. There's a lot of people that you have to keep track of, a lot of different teams. And it is a lot for, like, kudos to Wolf for all of his organizational skills and putting this stuff on time and time again. And you know it's bound to be frustrating trying to keep everybody straight and everyone informed. There's bound to be issues. We're getting it sorted out. Thank you for the patience.
I know I couldn't do it. I've already cussed people out.
I don't think many people have the organizational skills that Wolf seems to have. Because the way he manages to do it over and over and over and still keep things flowing it's impressive. I do have to start moving my stuff out of the way so that it is not blocking my gameplay area. Okay. Thanks for saying that live on stream. For anyone that needs to know, potty training is going well for my youngest.
Oh, potty training. I do not miss those days.
Good job, Bambi. Okay. To this day, I wonder why the revolver doesn't hit as hard as it should. I think that may have changed since the last time you played. There was a specific somebody that came in lobbies the other day using nothing but dual revolvers and was whooping the shit out of all of us with trauma.
I wonder who that is.
Yeah, same.
Gee, I wonder who that is. Don't let Wolf have the revolvers. You will die. So we are going to be watching this last match, I believe, through the confusion. They are going to replay it the way it was originally supposed to be played. So we are going to now watch that match and see the outcome, and we will be moving on to round 2 of the competition afterwards. So for anyone else that is still confused with how it works, you do play the same map 3 times. It is best 2 of 3. So Friend at Court is also new to the competitive scene here in Alvo. I don't believe I've ever seen him compete in anything.
No, I don't think he was around last season.
No, I think he came in right at the end of it, or he had just started and was like a very low level by the end of last season for the AWL. Clearly, Wolf is a ranger with big iron on his hip. Ooh, don't talk dirty to him. My husband will get jealous. So this is Belv's team versus Friend at Court's team, and I do believe Belv is on the team with Frank Luca and Dan Mad. And I don't remember who is all on Friend's team. I do believe he has Nick. Yep, Nick is there, and one other person, but I'm not sure on who it is.
Who won the first round with this?
Mooger and Nick. Mooger Fooger. That is the Blade Man. We've got Jen in there. Is Jen a sub, or is she... standing in for Belf? I think we've got some rearranging going on here. Like I said, today is chaos, and we're rolling with it. I'm not sure what exactly is happening on that end, but we're here to watch either way. It looks like they're rolling with it, so we will not be seeing Belv.
You guys have been in there? So.
For anyone who is curious, Bambi successfully got his pee into the toilet.
Enoch still has issues with that.
Good job, Bambi. I love how my oldest son is coming in and giving me play-by-play on Bambi's bathroom body. You're all invited. Okay. Hey, Puddles?
Yes.
You could take some lessons from Bambi. You wouldn't be leaving puddles all over the place. That came from Bugasm, not me.
A different type of puddles.
Shoot, I thought everyone played but your team already. Everyone has played but this team in round 1. My team will come in round 2, and then everyone that progressed from round 1 will be playing round 2 at the same time. This is a rough map choice. This is the newest map, and Hardpoint did not come in on this map in the beginning. Hardpoint was just now added in the last update given to us.
So what, last week or week before last?
Yeah, very, very new. So not a whole lot of time for any team to really master the points on this map. However, this was the first time in competition play that we have had map bans. So each team was given a choice of 3 maps, and each team got to ban a map. So this may have been the remainder. Yep, this is probably the biggest map we have. Like in size. It is 4 different levels, 5 if you count the tunnels underneath.
Yeah.
It's absolutely huge.
I know with TDM and FFA, I like staying down here. You get a lot of kills.
This is down here is so much darker than the up top, and I mean it makes sense because it's underground. But it is a lot harder for people to be seen down in those tracks, and it looks like Team 2 is currently, or no, is that Team 1? I can't. Nope, Team 2 is in the point, holding point, getting a lot of points right now. Looks like they're about to get them out, and they don't. Now they did. 19-55, Frenetic Courts team pulling away already, just a little bit, but they're getting a good cushion to work on. That is a rough point. That looks like it is in the bottom of the staircase. No, it is not. It's on the back side. It's that. I didn't have a name for this area. Shell actually came up with the roundabout name. Roundabout is a term used on a lot of other maps, and this kind of makes sense because it all circulates around that little fucking building there that you can't ever get into if you can't jump very well, because I suck at it. Looks like a lot of people in point. They're starting to spread out now to get that perimeter play. Standing side by side, he was just going to let him burn. He's like, I'm not wasting my bullets. He doesn't see me. I'm not giving my position away. Keeping it yellow. And now Team 2 has taken point. 47-69. Frenetic Courts team trying to keep the lead. The gap closed a little bit though. They're not as up as much as they were a minute ago. This is a rough point. This is a rough point. The 2 entries in and out, and generally your spawn is like right across from the other team's spawn, so you catch each other before going in there.
It's almost like nail salon in retreat.
Oh my god, I hate that nail salon in retreat, especially if you're going against Shell. You might as well just close your eyes because you're being flashed. It's happening. You're going to spend that whole point blind. Laying prone. Just waiting. Just look at it, Nickel. Good tactics. One facing one way, one facing the other.
Very good tactic.
Watching both sides. Even my whole team. Yeah, everybody. It doesn't matter if you're on her team or not. If you're in the nail salon, you're blind. And this map is got a nice little trick to it. 96 to... Could you look up just a little bit? I missed the top score. We'll look in a minute. 61-98. In favor of Frenetic Courts team. You like to get an early start? This map has a nice little trick for everyone. Those railways are raised up ever so slightly higher than the normal jump of the avatar. And if you do not have full stamina, you cannot jump all the way up there in one go. You have to go to the bars in order to get up out of that rail system. What? I'll take a kiss though.
I have a potato.
I'll kiss your potato mouth. Puddles just puckered for me. She did. She puckered. I don't think she was puckering for you.
I'll pucker for you anytime, Fergie.
Looks like Team 1 is making a little bit of a comeback, holding this point here. That's a good hold. 92 to 115. So it looks like Team 1 is catching up a little bit. They've got good hold on this point. They are all in point though, so if Team 2 would get a grenade in there, they could do some damage. And it's overtaken with Team 2 now holding point, and it moves. So we are now 108 to 119, very close in point. Our handy dandy spec cam person is doing a very good job getting his views on these angles. He's gonna go sit right in the butt cheeks of the point holder.
Holds can really change a match.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've seen you and your team specifically. One good point hold changed the whole outcome of the match. Those two came in literally on top of each other.
Well, I mean, like with Paragon, like, you know, yeah, we might be a little bit behind, but then, you know, we change things up, change our strategy, and I like to say we like to play with our food.
Anyone who has ever competed against Paragon knows that they are not out until the round is over, because they will come back on you. On this match who were in the first round, I do believe they are replaying the whole thing, Shell. So right now we are looking at Friend at Court's team in the lead. There was a bit of some confusion for the first time they played their match, so it is being redone from my understanding. This point is in the very bottom of the tunnels underneath of the basement tracks. 2-point entry. 3 people. It's one person currently holding the point as their teammates try to prevent anyone from coming in. I don't see a lot of movement. No, and from like, normally you see more movement around, but your point holders don't seem to be moving too much. They're kind of just getting in the point and saying, I'm a dead body, don't shoot me.
Yeah.
Which sometimes works.
Yeah.
Especially if you're laying in a pile of dead bodies. You blend very well. This point can be rough. A lot of the times the spawn from the enemy will come right over to the right through that little hallway you see. But then if you don't cover that and the left side of the tracks, you will get pinched. It's kind of a difficult point, but the person that is in the corner there, that was at the end of the train, did a very good job holding it. That's probably one of the best places you can sit if you're going to sit still covering that point.
Yeah. Because you blend in. Like, I mean, this area is so dark, and like a lot of these skins are dark, you know, except Odoyle's Christmas skin from the last match.
182 to 130. See that point there, like Puddles was saying, where you blend in? Their head literally looked like part of the wheel, and it is so hard to catch somebody if they're laying right there.
I know, like, there's been a few times, like, I've slid under that train and gotten stuck.
And now they're kind of sitting on the outside of the point at the end of that train, just keeping people from getting in it. It is changing hands a lot, but it's predominantly held by Friend's team. They should be coming up on the win here shortly. They should be pushing 200 points. With the other team contesting a lot, but it's getting close. They only need 7 seconds to take the win. And it's almost there. They are trying to keep them off, and they're doing it. So far, they're doing it. They were able to keep them from getting the 7 points. The point has moved now. Whoever gets there first is going to make all the difference. Looks like Team 2 was able to get their first And they take the win, 200 to 159. Well done on friend at court, Nick and Mooger. Nick with the most kills, 31, and then friend right behind her with 30. 41 for Damn Mad, though. Killers. It looks like friend has dropped. Hopefully he will be coming back because this map does are they playing it again? Or are they... Okay, so the first time they played it, Belv's team won. This time, Friends team won. So it will need to be played one more time as a tiebreaker to see who progresses to round 2 in the competition. Hello, Snug. How was your first round? Our hand model will be back in a moment. Enjoy the screen until then. It's a great picture of Metro. They won. We face them next. We do. Oh, we do. Yeah. Snug, I will see you in a minute.
Well, that's going to be a good one.
I'm pumped. I'm ready. I have a fresh built controller. It's hardpoint. I'm excited. You're scared? Shell, you can't be scared.
Shell, take a couple shots. You'll be aight.
And friend is back in, so they will be beginning shortly, I would imagine. Our hand model has returned. We now have moving picture. And this is the moment in which a lot of us would be flashing that red and green light saying, let's go, we're ready. RN will open the room, by the way. Okay, perfect. Same code, correct? So that I can give it to whoever needs it. Like our nice little hand model there? Okay. Now that I think on it, Metro with a night map would be, there is one lobby that I believe it was round 1 that had Desert Night as an option. I do believe everyone opted to ban that one. The usual perfect. Perfect. All right, thank you, RN. Wonderful look at Metro. This is the top level in which most of your gameplay occurs when it's not hardpoint. Normally TDM, most people try to hold this here or they try to hold the basement, one or the other. It's kind of so big, you have to pick a point and hold it. Hardpoint, it's of course chaos. And S&D, oh my god, S&D, you'd rather run forever to get anywhere.
I still get lost in this map.
Oh, I do too.
This is a hard point to infiltrate.
Because you are seen coming through that door by your feet. Before you even peek, they're ready to shoot you if they're in there. You've got to be quick when you come in there. But they have somebody, if you see, Team 1 had somebody posted up on those beams watching from an up perspective so that they could keep the point. Very well done. They were able to retake it after somebody came in there. It was a wonderful play. Unfortunately, spectator camera does not have names above the avatars, so we do not know which players are which, but we do know that green is team 1 and yellow is team 2. So yellow would be Friendly Court's team and green would be Damad's team or Bell's team. I say Damad only because Bell's not here. There's a proxy mine sitting right in front of that player there, hoping to catch somebody if an enemy comes in to retake point, hopefully blow them up so that they don't get any points. Like that, the point is empty. They were taken out, but they prevented the enemy from getting, and then they have their teammate in good proximity to retake it. There is no door over there. Poor person in the yellow trying to get in the point through a closed door. 30-37, close game so far. Whoever wins this will move on to round 2. So it's a lot on the line. Proxy mines, yes, proxy mines came in with the last update that gave us all the new utilities. Proxy mines and motion sensors.
And they have actually, like, those two have, like, really changed the gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And
with the
some of
mods,
them-
I like to hide them. Especially, like...
Have you seen some of those places that people put those motion sensors? You can't find them.
No, you can't.
I have a really bad habit of when I hear it beeping and I know that I'm being watched, I have to find the motion sensor, and I often get shot trying to find the damn motion.
Same.
This is a rough point to keep only because of all of those racks. They do, in fact, have colliders. So if somebody is standing on the other side, it is hard to really shoot through those if you don't have, like, the trauma that has such a high fire rate. It is very hard to get your bullets to go in between all those little slats and poles. I'm patiently waiting. I know, I'm starting to shift in my chair, Shell. You're pacing. I'm starting to bounce my leg with the anticipation. I'm ready. Disgruntled and Shell, I hope you guys are ready. I'm pumped. The teams seem to be fairly spread out more than the round we just watched. They are a lot more distance in between players. I don't know if that's an adjustment on purpose or if that just seems the way it's coming on, but there's a lot of distance between players on both sides. CDMF. She's chanted now. They got a warm-up round. Everyone has spectated of what that is. And I can't believe nobody has figured it out. CDMF is Shell Disgruntled Fergie Mafia. That's the name we came up with. That is our team name for the Hardpoint tournament. That is who we are. Apollar did? Oh, he did? Well done, Apollar. He's so soft-spoken, though, nobody would hurt him. Team 1, I believe, on point right now. Or is that team... Nope, Team 2 was holding point. They were taken out, and now they're fighting to see who can get in there. And like I said, everything is raised ever so slightly. You have to have full stamina to make that jump. It's so frustrating when you cannot hop and get on something. Team 1 currently holding this point for the longest, taking every yellow that comes in off so far. And they were taken out, and now Team 2 has point. Very close game last time we've seen the points. Back in the tunnel underneath of the train tracks. And Team 1 currently holding position. It is 82 to... Oh, it was not close at all anymore. It's 135 to 80 something. Team 2 pulling away with a good, comfortable lead. Just trying to coast now and catch their points as the other team gives it all. Team 2 just racking up the points right now. Team 3's got to get in there, but they are so spaced out, so much distance. One person coming in, taking it. They came from both sides. Good infiltration, but they didn't stay in the points, which is not giving them any... Oh, Team 1 now on it again. Team 2 should have stayed in point, but I think they're trying to keep... They have the lead. I think they're just trying to keep the lead now. They don't have to make it to the full 200, so they may just be playing the keep-off game. Team 1 burned up. Fire. Open point. All or nothing. $98 to 166. Depending on how much time is left on the clock, points can be made up. Oh, burning, and they slid. Oh, nope. I thought they slid out of it, but they didn't. They burned. Team 2 catching their points some more. Still holding. And it is moved on to the next. Back into the tunnel. They are getting really shit luck with this fucking spawn point. Not spawn point, but the spawn point of the hard point. This is what, the 4th time it's been in that under tunnel? $197. They got it. And Friended Court's team moves on to round 2 in the competition. Good job on Mad, Frank, and Jen. They were able to take one away from them, but Friend's team was able to actually take the win. All right, and that means round 2 will surely commence here shortly. Puddles, I'm going to leave the commentation to you as I set up my headset and get in my lobby. Our hand model Wolf has been sent our code if you went in that lobby. I don't know about anyone else's.
Sure.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get more coffee.
Have fun. I'll see you on the battlefield.
Break a leg.
That sounds painful. Okay. Let's go back to this. And yes, my microphone is live, so you all can hear me. Hopefully you're enjoying the tournament so far. Hopefully the spectator cam has been performing to your satisfaction. It's not easy to navigate sometimes, so is what it is. Right now, this match that we're going to be watching between Fergie's team, or CDFM, is going to be going up against German Grandpas 2, who just finished their first round against Croyan's team and won in a sweep 2-0. Although a really good fight, you guys saw that. Really good fight. But they showed a lot of dominance on Veranda, so we'll see what the picks are for round 2. I'm going to pull that up as reference because I have a tendency to make mistakes here. Let me see real quick. Okay, so they are currently going to be picking. Oh, that is not what I wanted. Oh god. Hey Plank. So round 2 matches are going to either be, or maps are either going to be Hangar, Town Day, or House Night. Hangar, Town Day, or House Night. So that is essentially what they've got going for them. I don't know what the map bans are going to be. My opinion, if you were to ask, not that anyone cares, but Hangar is my preference. I enjoy Hangar a lot. Town Day is probably the most balanced in terms of opportunity for players or teams to pull ahead. Some people are not very good at Town, and there are some tricky spots, but in a 3v3 hardpoint tournament, I would suspect that Town is a little bit more balanced in terms of overall fairness when it comes to hardpoint. House Night is certainly shit. House in itself has some very tricky hardpoint spawns. The second floor
That it
balcony,
does.
the tunnels. I don't really like the tunnels. Some people love the tunnels. I hate them. But Hangar, I think, is I just perform well at it, so of course I'm going to choose that one. But German Grandpas did play on Veranda. We'll see what the map choice is this time around against CDFM. I'm going to try to remember that. And whoever wins this one is going to go on and play Friend at Court's team. The other semifinal match is Z-Shid's team versus German Grandpa's 1. I don't know if they have been playing that at all. But we shall see. We shall see. Alright, I need to actually get into that lobby, because I'm just sitting here blabbing.
It's okay. What's up, Plank?
So essentially, for our purposes, we are in for at least 2 more rounds. We'll be covering this one, but then we have 2 more after that. So we'll cover one of the semifinals, and then that is Puddles Plank, who is also in here. Just so you guys can see, I'll bring up the display again. I'll zoom in so y'all can get a better perspective. So at present, we are looking at CDFM against German Grandpas 2. We'll see who takes this one. They will go up against Friend at Court's team, who just beat Belv's team or Damad's team 2-1 on Metro. A good fight there. Tough map to compete in for hardpoint. Z-Shid's team and German Grandpas 1 will be competing in the other semifinal match. So we essentially only have 2 left after this. So we shall see.
This has gone by quick.
Yep. Okay. Thank you, Fergie. Yeah, I like these little tournaments because they can go by rather quickly. Try to put it as early in the day as possible so our EU friends have a chance to participate and not have to stay up really, really late, you know?
Yeah.
They are subject to that during AWL matches, and that's just not healthy, so...
Or they could be like me and stay up to like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning every night.
Hopefully I was able to hide that well enough. Wish there was a way that I could actually hide it, but... I mean, there is, but... too many button clicks. Okay, let me get out of their way here. So far, how does everybody feel? Everybody liking the matches so far? Everybody enjoying what they're watching? Hopefully you are. Hardpoint tournament was requested on top of a a free-for-all tournament. So last year we were able to complete a Search and Destroy tournament, which was won by Trauma, narrowly won against Paragon. Paragon got their retribution in Season 3 of the AWL, but that's neither here nor there. Regardless, it was a really good fight. I believe it's still up over on the YouTube channel. If you just go to the Amateur Hour Commentary over on YouTube, search for that name. You should be able to find it, and most, if not all, the seasons are up and available to watch if you guys are interested. So the Search and Destroy tournament was done. Free-for-all tournament was also completed recently. It was actually earlier this year. That was also casted, so if you guys want to go back and watch that, that's a good viewing right there. And this one, the Hardpoint tournament, was also requested, and I'm glad we were able to get it together. It's a little bit of a different format from what we're comfortable with in the AWL. For those who don't know, the AWL consists of pretty much all the team-based game modes, so TDM, Search and Destroy, and Hardpoint, and they go in a specific order. This, being a tournament style with single elimination, it's been pretty expedited. It's really, really fast, but it requires different rule sets, different standards. And because I've never actually run a tournament such as this before, it required some thinking. So hopefully people appreciated and liked the arrangement, how it was written up. If it was a little confusing, trust me, it was a little confusing for me too. Just the entirety of the thing is new. But hopefully it proceeded smoothly. The next tournament, if one is to be made, I personally would love to see a pistols only tournament. That'd be sick. A 1v1, pistols only, everybody carries a 1911. You hop into a private lobby. For those who don't know, you can actually make a private lobby to Search and Destroy. And the way Search and Destroy used to be was you shoot someone and there was no revive potential. And you could set that up in your settings for the private lobby. Having a 1v1 pistol-only tournament would be super sick. That'd be really fun to watch. I would love to see, actually, Daft come back and play that, if one were to be organized. Because he is a pistol king. He's so good with that pistol. And he runs it silenced, too. I think he went from level 1 to, like, level 80 using the pistol only. That's insane. That's really, really good. A really good challenge, too. So that'd be fun. But there are other suggestions that have been made. Hopefully those can be completed in the future, and maybe someone can organize them, get them together. I'd certainly be there to watch. I enjoy watching the competition. You know, with some personal ailments I have to tend to, I'm getting slower. My reaction time is getting slower. My body doesn't move nearly as quickly as I used to. Like even only a couple years ago when I first started competing in Alvo. So competition is kind of out of the realm of possibility for me at the moment. But I do enjoy watching. Really good time. Really good competitors. Now I know I am an old git, yeah. I know that it was discussed by Sean at some point that right now they are working on the new Unity update. For those who don't know, there's Unity, there's Unreal Engine 5, and then there's a couple others, but those are the two most popular. This game runs on Unity. And there was I think it was Unity 6.0 updating certain things, which means there's an update to controls, update to the way the software actually reads the inputs in your game's programming. So he's working through updating that. I don't know what advantages this will give the development cycle, but it's a long, tedious process. And just to share with everybody how devoted the development team is to ensuring all platforms receive the update and get access to all the content that's being released in the game. The hardest part for the Unity update is getting the PlayStation VR 1 controllers properly acclimated into the Unity software. I bring that up because there are still a lot of people that play on the PSVR 1. and they're going to make sure that the updates come to every single person on the platform. They're not just dumping one platform for the betterment of others. They're going to try to give the best the flea market dildos, yeah. They're going to make sure that everybody who has the game on whichever platform you play on, whether it's Pico, Metro, Jesus Christ, Pico, Meta, PlayStation VR 2, Steam, PlayStation VR 1, it doesn't matter. They want to make sure that you can play it and get access to all the updates. So, kudos to them. That's going to be taking some time. He did mention that that's what he's working on. Hopefully he's able to finalize that soon, and then he's got other content coming. I believe Zombies on Metro. Looks like they went Hanger. Fucking right, because we love Hanger. I believe he said he was going to be bringing Zombies to Metro, and if you have watched me for a while, you know that I have shared at some point that Metro was originally designed around... I need to ready up. Metro was originally designed around Zombies, so it's I'm excited to see.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. Hold on, there's a question.
Oh, they're gonna play Hardpoint on. Ooh, this is gonna be difficult. With 3-3 here.
Oh yeah, this is.
It might be interesting.
This is my favorite. I was actually just mentioning before of the three. This is the one that I would, if I were to pick, I would pick this one.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting. Where it's such a big map.
Alright. So just as a reminder, Team 1 will have the green aura, so that will include Disgruntled Shell, who goes by the name Say My Name, and Fergie. So that'll be green team. Yellow team will be the German Grandpas, Snug, Bamblebee, Chris, and Andy. So if you see yellow, that's German Grandpas. If you see green, that is CDFM.
Or C-Dip Mafia.
Or CDIF. Yes. I will always have such a love for this map because of our fight against the German Grandpas during League. We were falling so far behind, struggling so much to try to beat them in a search and destroy match, and it was really kind of breaking us a bit.
Yeah.
And we came back from a pretty steep deficit, and we ended up winning. We had some really, really good moments in that match, but I have a huge love for this map. Let's check out the guns that they decided to use. The purple and gold, love that. If we hear a sticky grenade coming out of this character, that will be Fergie, certainly.
Yeah. If you see flashes, that's Shell.
I do believe, though, Fergie and Disgruntled are going to be running with the new Avatar skin.
Yeah, there's Shell in the point.
One thing about Shell's control is her ability to move with speed, accuracy, being able to jump when she wants to jump and slide when she wants to slide, while also getting the shots on target. That is not an easy thing to do, but she is very, very proficient in that. The German Grandpas have a lot of strategy on their side. They know really good positions to hold up. They have good positions to approach. But I would say in terms of their strategy, they have very good positioning when it comes to defending certain spots, which we saw in the very first match. But if you put it into context overall, the entire German Grandpas team has this ability. But at present, it's 39-30 with CDiff You got me saying that now. In the lead, but only by 9. Probably by 10 at this point. But they are taking off the point. Good push here by German Grandpas. Control of the pit, I think, at this particular spawn point for the hard point is going to be critical. I don't see either team really taking advantage of this. Most of them are posted up and off angles, which is good. I think the pit would be way more advantageous. But regardless, C-Diff holds the control.
Shell is very multi-position player. Like, she can play the point and then she can also play perimeter.
Yeah, it's a little dirty. We should really put a ban on her. It's her timing too. You watch her, she moves, her timing. And then she's got great support from Disgruntled and Fergie. Disgruntled, I believe she does a lot of point charges. She'll be one of the first people to run in, try to get a sweep of the area. And then you have Fergie, who is a tactical positioner, as you can see, holding at this triangular angle. So yeah, I would say the C-Diff. Fucking hate you, Puddles.
You love me.
I think they're going to be a very dominant force. Look at the scoreline, 82-45. German Grandpas struggling at the moment to try to maintain control of any one of these hard points. They have for a reasonable amount enough time to be at least halfway to Fergie's team. This might not be the best choice by German Grandpas to try to push through that half door. This is a hard spot to push too.
It really is. There's so many angles that you can have on this.
Yeah, losing this front point here at the box truck is a critical one. Certainly, if you're going to be holding that position, you're going to be sitting at the box truck. You don't really want to move. You're the sole barrier to entry from the main door. But we've already moved on to the next point, so let's see if we can get there.
Turret down.
Nice look there under the truck. I think it's reasonable to assume that majority of the gunfire, is going to be pointed at this open door in the back entrance. I think it'd be beneficial for them if they, in synchrony, push from the yellow stairs rather than pushing through here. Sure, there's a lot of cover this way, but if you could take out the one person that is presumably going to be watching the yellow stairs, you'll have a greater advantage in a lot of regard. Less cover, but greater advantage. But regardless of that, we got 164-48. Looking at some of the score lines, 30 and 14 for Shell. So she's sitting ahead of her team, in 19 and 15 for Bamblebee. You can see a stark difference in KDR. Now, keep in mind, KDR does not speak to victory in this matchup, in this game mode. It just doesn't.
KDR does not matter in hardpoint. Oh, the Shell's got a good position up top.
It's dirty. Look at this peak.
Yeah.
Look at this. She can just see inside.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. Alright, so someone come up with a code, cheat code, to suppress her, debuff her. because that was dirty.
Catcher on fire.
Catcher on fire? Yeah, just spontaneously combust. Scoreline 176-64. CDFM still in the lead. Finally, German Grandpas with control of the point, and then quickly taken out. Caster's curse. Wolf should just stop speaking. Nice shots here by German Grandpas, finally pushing in from the Alvo truck. And good hold by CDFM. German Grandpas? Yeah, they're menstruating this month, folks. They were the first ones to the point, but also the first ones off the point. Not able to maintain control, but here they go with their second push. Not seeing Shell around the corner, and they're able to take it 200-72. Dominant presentation by CDFM. Shell with 50 eliminations to 19 deaths. Bamblebee 27-23. We're going to be leaving and entering a new lobby. Switching servers. Lukey says in Discord, Fergie's team wins right now. Nope, not wrong about that. How's everybody in chat doing? Hopefully you're all doing well. Glad you were able to make it here on this, I'm going to look out my window real quick. Somewhat nice Saturday afternoon.
A bit of an overcast here. I know we've been getting pounded with thunderstorms.
Yeah, I heard and learned earlier this week that the Grand Canyon caught on fire. Can you believe that?
What?
Yeah, there were mass fires at the Grand Canyon. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
You know, our poor neighbors, Canada, they suffered massive fires. I believe it was either earlier this year or late last year. I don't know. Time kind of blends together, but they had massive fires that were blown down towards the States, and we ended up getting a lot of smoke, and it was rough. I can only imagine with the smoke drift that we got, what it was like in Canada. That was insane. California was suffering fires. We have Texas with flash floods. We have New York City with flash floods too. Like, man, the apocalypse is upon us, folks. It's crazy.
Well, I welcome that with open arms.
German crampons. Yeah, sorry about that. My bad. Das ist ein Schütze. That's not. I don't think that's quite. I don't know if that's quite accurate. But Germans choose this map. No, it's not. I don't think it's per map choice. It's with the bans. This is what came about. Excuse me. All right, round 2 in this best of 3. We are now on the EU server. We'll see if this gives the German Grandpas a little bit more advantage, or is CDFM just too powerful for this? I am going to avoid saying that, Puddles. Okay.
I'm gonna get you to say it again.
Well, this is a unique view of the map. Everything disappears. So this is a nice thing on spectator camera. Sometimes you can get these awkward angles where it just takes away everything. You can see how big the actual space is and how much they actually filled it with. It's kind of crazy. Ooh, the control room. What a shitty spawn. I mean, Fergie's team right there, immediately spawning right next to the point, to their benefit. This is going to be rough for German Grandpas to push in on.
Like, I've noticed with this point, you know, like the computers on the wall, you can get behind them and still be in the point.
Like what we see here?
Kind of covered.
Yeah. That was good positioning.
It is very, because like you're kind of like behind the TVs too.
Oh, she's dead. Nah, she got flak jacket. Only I would be dead in such a scenario. Ooh, nice gun. Look at the scoreline, 31-9 in favor of CDFM.
Oh, somebody's got my gun skin.
Whoop, whoop. The Arachnid. The Black Widow.
Yep, that is one of my next tattoos. Is that I'm getting a Black Widow tattoo.
Get that hourglass.
Oh, definitely.
So far, a pretty decent hold there by German Grandpas. Not enough to catch them up, as CDFM have regained control of the point. What we're seeing from CDFM are these angles. Here we are with Shell once again sitting on this nasty point. But we got corner holds as well from Fergie and Disgruntled.
Alright, Shell's gonna get these right here.
55-22. Spawn outside. Now if you're not as familiar with how perimeter play usually works, we hear a turret that's likely Shell's. Well, could be Fergie's as well. No, it's Shell's. She's only got one death. If you're less familiar with how perimeter play is, you have this. When your teammates get taken off of the point, there's this desire to try to retake the point. A lot of times for perimeter play, you actually don't want to get on the point. You want to keep the other team off the point, which is why sometimes you'll see players who are playing on the outskirts not eagerly pushing in to try to recap the point. Their goal, ultimately, and their job, their sole focus is to keep the other team off of the point while their teammates come and recap.
And that's something you have to have with hardpoint. Like, you have to have that perimeter player.
Yeah, without it, it makes it very difficult to, well, capture any points.
Like you can't just, like, you know, keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Like, you know, you're going to get taken out every time.
The challenge that German Grandpas are faced with is that they are coming off a spawn and immediately trying to get close to the point, but they are struggling to even get visuals of where anyone is. Really good positioning by CDFM. Ah, that fucking turret. Let's go take that. Let's go take a peek at what that is. Oh, fuck. Right when it blows up. Okay. Good timing, Wolf. Good timing. Look at the scoreline, 134-26. CDFM looking to just steal this, and not just steal the win, but steal the morale. Like even on an EU server, it's almost as if they're dominating even harder than when they were on the NA server. Let's not count out the German Grandpas quite yet as they sit comfortably here on this point near the white trailers. Now being contested, for those who don't know, when it turns yellow, that means it's in contention. That means at least one member of each team is on the point. For us in Spectator, it will always be red, because unfortunately Spectator is not a team and therefore it cannot be green. Sad for us. Us lowly spectators.
You know, which makes it confusing.
I know. Maybe one day they'll be able to add some updates to the spectator mode, but I know it's not priority at the moment. German Grandpa's getting a few points.
Well, I would say, like, you know, change colors to, like, you know, yellow and green so you can see which team has it.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I think there are a few changes and updates to the spectator cam that are going to be relatively easy. Even Sean stated putting name tags on players actually wouldn't be too difficult. Excuse me, I am still sick, so if you hear me coughing or clear my throat, I do apologize. I think he said to someone who had made it a suggestion that it wouldn't be too difficult to implement. So maybe in the future.
Yeah, I definitely think, the gamer tags above the players would be very helpful as spectator.
Okay, I'm trying not to move around too much, folks. The challenge with this map is the tiny spaces. The drone has a huge collider, so it makes it very, very difficult at times to try to navigate and get a good angle. We got a scoreline 145-89. German Grandpa is looking to make a comeback here, getting close to that 3-digit mark. They do catch on fire. They are out. Once again, contended and back in the hands of the German Grandpas. Look at them go. They did not let that differential affect them.
Can still bring this back. They just need to hold a couple of weeks.
Well, they had the one in the jet. Now they are outside the jet. And once again, holding the point. They've reached the 3-digit marker. CDFM, now the ones in a bit of a panic. Let's see if they can keep it together and try to reclaim this point. Shell going to be sitting just outside to ensure her team can recap, which they're able to. .152 to 110. CDFM still with the lead. And now is just outside the utility room here in the corner, below the yellow steps.
I do not like this point here.
I agree with you, but why do you hate it?
Because there's not much cover.
So true. This is where you are reliant on your perimeter players.
Yeah.
128 to 155.
Like a majority of the points. Like some points, it's closed in spaces, and some points is wide open.
Hardpoint requiring various forms of strategy. In this case, it looks like CDFM is simply trying to keep their opponent out. They don't care about capturing the point based on their actions taken here. They are holding the perimeter. They know that they have the lead. What's the point in sacrificing yourself for a few extra points when you know it's a terrible spawn point? So very good choice, very good strategical decision there by CDFM. German Grandpa is back on the point, out at the front caddy, and very quickly taken off. Not able to even get 1 second, and the score is a point differential of 25, 155 to 130.
And this is a difficult point as well.
Oh, certainly. Wide out in the open, very little cover. The only reprieve you have, the only barrier.
The only cover you have is that little go-kart thing in the middle.
And that's it. And depending on where you're standing and depending where your opponent's spawning from, you could either be extremely vulnerable or extremely safe.
Yeah, and then trying to get into that point, you're easily killed off.
Wow, what a grenade. Great throw there by CDFM. And they are able to take the win, 164 to 138. Look at those score lines. Really intense fight. And that's going to put CDFM moving into a semi-final matchup. Congratulations to them. And
Way to go, CDF!
And good effort there by the German Grandpas. I'm going to put 2-0 into the bracket. This is going to move Team Fergie forward, and they are going to be going up against Friend at Court. Just so you guys can see what I am looking at, here is the current bracket with Fergie's team against Friend at Court in a semifinal matchup, and you have Zshid's team versus German Grandpa's 1 in the semifinal, and these last two matches are going to decide who goes into the finals of this hardpoint tournament. Will it be Fergie's team, or CDFM, or Friend at Court's team, Zshid's team, or German Grandpa's team? If you guys are interested and are wanting to, why don't you throw who you think is going to move forward in this bracket? Who do you think the final matchup is going to be? Throw it in chat. Let's see where everybody kind of stands on this. From a spectator perspective, I kind of see Fergie's team moving into the finals. I am curious to see how well Friend at Court does, especially because they lost the first round in the best of 3 against Belv's team, but they were able to bring it back and get 2 subsequent back-to-back wins against Belv's team to put them in the semifinal position. So maybe we haven't seen their full potential yet. Maybe we just started seeing their potential as they moved forward into the semifinal position. We didn't have the pleasure of seeing Z-Shid go up against NGR's team, and we didn't get the pleasure of seeing the German Grandpas versus J-What's team. But I do know that these teams are stacked, so be sure to let us know who you think the final matchup is going to be between Fergie's team, Friend at Court's team, and Z-Shid's team, and German Grandpa's team. Alright. So, I will be waiting on codes for if you guys want us to cast here on Amateur Hour Commentary, let me know. And be sure to get me that code. You can let me know in the stream chat, or you can let me know in Discord. To be honest, in Discord it's a little bit more private. Not that anyone's really going to join the lobby in the first place, but hey, it is a tough call. NGR, I totally agree. I'm going to be leaning more heavy on the CDFM simply because of that outstanding performance we just watched, but they could absolutely flop in the next round. I would never have guessed, Dung Beetle. I would never have guessed. Need a break? We're ready to go. Yeah, I mean, hey, if you want us covering, Mooger, send me the lobby code, and I will gladly hop on in. Hold on, I gotta get my controllers under me here. If you're ready to go, send me the code. I can join, and we're gonna be entering the final 2 matches that we cover. I can't. Well, if I'm giving you the caster's curse, I'll be doing the opposite. I'll be saying, you know, you can flop. Starting now? Okay, cool. Just let me know what the code is, and I will hop on in. For anyone who's watched our Rocket League streams, this is like a while ago. We don't do it nearly as much anymore at all anymore. We did a couple this year, actually, which was kind of nice, but we ended up stopping those because the requests weren't coming in anymore. I would always curse one of the teams. I don't know how I'm able to accomplish that, but I have a nasty habit of just screwing people over.
You did that with Alvo, too.
No, I didn't. Did I?
Yes, you did. Yes. You have the caster's curse. No matter what you do.
Well, fuck me then.
Do we need to go back and watch some matches?
No, I'd rather not. Trust me. Just, I don't want to view the evidence of me cursing people. It's putting it out there in the open. I think that's the problem, because I will still have these thoughts, and sometimes I won't express them. But if I have these thoughts and I don't express them, they're still in my head, and it never seems to have an effect. So maybe I just need to keep my thoughts in my head for the betterment of everyone in this community.
No, let your thoughts fly, Wolf. Let them fly.
Alright, just waiting on one of those lobbies.
How are you this Saturday?
Alright. No, it's not live. Do you want me to put it live? Sorry, y'all. I'm just talking in Discord, making sure everything runs smoothly. Just bear with me a moment. Well, it'd be nice if I had a refresh button on this page, so I don't have to keep switching between servers. Alright. Well, Moogers is up. I don't know if that's the code. Okay, it's not. Oops. No, that's not it either. Okay. Well, then I guess I will wait. But there's a chance we might not watch that match. We actually might watch Zeshid's team compete. Get them up on the screen, see how well they do. I'm sure regardless which match we're going to watch, it's going to be a blast. Hopefully you guys stick around. I know we are... it's getting a little bit later into the afternoon for anyone over in the North America region. For those over in the EU, I think it's around 7 o'clock, just past dinner time, or at least my dinner time. So I appreciate you sticking around. Hopefully you are enjoying it. If you guys want more of this stuff in the future, I encourage you all to organize and get it together and make some fun stuff happen, because there's some really cool things that you can do when it comes to organizing competitions. And these day competitions or even weekend competitions are great. If we had more participants, we had 10 teams sign up for this, which is pretty awesome. If you think about that, that's 30 players at minimum signing up to compete in a hardpoint tournament. For the FFA, we had 20 players sign up. I don't think all of them were able to show. Unfortunately, life happens, but it was still a really good turnout. Really happy to see it. And this tournament had a really good turnout. But if we did have more, it could have extended into the whole weekend as opposed to just one day. So don't be afraid to sign up or get people involved. Maybe create your own and. Alright, then I will just sit back and wait for a moment. So what you guys are watching on right now through this spectator cam is on the PlayStation VR 2. So if you're a Quest player and you're like, well, why does my game not look that good? It's because this version of the game is available on Steam, and it's available on the PSVR 2. The level and quality of detail and lighting, unfortunately, just is not capable on the Quest 2, which is what most players actually compete on. I think the level of detail is available on the Quest 3 because that is more in alignment with Steam. Probably not to the same extent, but you will find similar detail with regards to the lighting and what have you. So if you are looking to update your headset and switch to a different platform, PSVR 2 is pretty good. I am a little concerned about the controls at the moment and some of the weapon recoil. But I know that I'm bringing it up to the devs. They said they're going to take a look into it, see if there's something on their end. With plenty of evidence, video or photo evidence to kind of explain yourself, explain your circumstance, they are more than happy to investigate and see if they can correct it. So be sure to join the main Alvo Discord and shoot your concerns in there. Plenty of different channels that you can use to let the developers know what's going on in your experience with their game. I also want to give a shout out to Gaming Synergy. If you guys don't know Gaming Synergy, it is actually run and operated and owned by the very own Demolition Sean, who also is the lead developer in this game. Gaming Synergy is a great platform where you can organize your own tournaments, your own leagues. That's how we ran the AWL, and they were partners with us over at Amateur Hour Commentary for quite a few years, two or 3 years, maybe even longer than that. I get my time frames mixed up. This is why I sucked in history. But yeah, they're a great, very easy to use program that allows for good league organization. That is how we ran the AWL, and I encourage you to go check it out. Gaming-synergy.co.uk if you guys want to run your own leagues, run your own competitions. You can run it through there. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, and administrative access for certain things can be given. If you are trying to run a league, if there are certain things that you need access to. But if you're curious to know, like, how do I know I'm at the right place? Well, just look for this symbol. GS, Gaming Synergy. Green, yellow, and orange are its primary colors. So, yeah, be sure to check it out. I am not seeing anything. If you guys want me to set up a lobby, just let me know. I'd be more than happy to set up a lobby. Do you guys want me to set up a lobby? I'm restarting my game just in case. I know Mooger's in there. Fergie, Disgruntled. If you guys want, I can set up a lobby, just make it 0000 for the code. If that is your choice. Just let me know. Be more than willing to help out. You guys just tell me the map. Alright, there we go. Town, factory, they picked factory. Alright, let's join this game. Let's see what's going on here.
See when they banned.
Alright, so we haven't gotten the opportunity to see either of these teams. So I will cover this one. You couldn't see the open rooms until I restarted. Yeah, same with me. I couldn't see them either. So it looks like everything's good to go. I see that there are 14 people here on our Twitch channel. Hello, everybody. Hopefully you're having a good time. Just kind of show you guys the progression of how the day has gone. Let's take a look at the bracket. German Grandpa's 2 versus Croyan's team was the first one that we captured, but simultaneously Belv's team, Friend of the Court's team, faced off against each other. Z-Shid's team versus NGR's team, and German Grandpa's 1 versus J-Watt's team. All those matches took place simultaneously, but we did capture the first one here, German Grandpa's 2, against Croyan's team, and German Grandpa's 2 had a sweep in a best of 3 over on Veranda against Croyan's team. Very good fight to watch, even though the scoreline doesn't really show what level of intensity it was. Definitely don't want to take anything away from Croyan's team. Very good matchup. If you guys want to go back and watch that, totally recommend it. The second match that we watched was the Fergie's team versus German Grandpa's 2. So we've essentially followed this pathway along the bracket. They're now going to be competing in their semifinal match, but this means we didn't get to see any of these teams play. So why don't we give them a good showing, a good viewing, and watch Z-Shid's team versus German Grandpa's team. And looking at who is actually on those teams, yes, you are seeing what I am seeing. Let me just find the teams here. Who did I say? I'm forgetting. German Grandpa's 1 will include Icarus, GAM, or Lukey, and Lukey. And then Z-Shid's team will include Justin Johnson and Nickel. Dark Zone. Yes, Dark Zone was in place for GAM because GAM could not make it. That was already pre-approved, so it looks like they are setting everybody's in, and we're going to be getting our maps soon. Of this matchup, what do you think, Puddles? Who do you think has a better chance of taking the win?
I mean, both. Honestly, it's stiff competition. Lukey's hard to kill.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got Icarus as well. I don't think I've played against Dark Zone.
Wish I could look at his profile. Let me see who you are,
Yeah,
Dark Zone.
But I mean, you've got Nickel, JJ, and Z, and like, you know, they're veterans to this competition. I think Lukey's newer.
I agree. I think the competition is, I don't want to say equal. It's certainly not
Yeah.
equal. I think that,
Honestly, it's hard to tell because, like, I mean, yeah, I've played with Z, JJ, and Nickel, so like I know their game style. You know, Z on Paragon, JJ and Nickel used to be on Repeat Offenders. So
yeah, I think the composition of Z-Shid's team, for anyone who knows and has been watching competition for a while, knows that Z-Shid has improved significantly over the course of, you know, competitive seasons. From one season to the next, you just saw improvement. She is known for being very patient, holding positions, not really moving unless it's absolutely necessary, and she does get really good eliminations. She is a clutch player in a lot of situations, so that's deadly.
Oh, that she is.
JJ, on the other hand, is the complete opposite of that play style. He is just going to sprint to the point. I can almost guarantee it. He's going to sprint to the point and just shoot, throw utility. He doesn't care if he dies. He is going to bombard you as quickly as possible with as much as he has in his arsenal. Nickel is a little bit in the middle, so I think with regards to their composition, they have a very good lineup for what Hardpoint requires in terms of teamwork. Lukey, Icarus, and Dark Zone, I don't really get to play with any of these players. I do remember playing against Dark Zone in the past, and Icarus and Lukey, but I haven't played against them enough to really gather any kind of conceptual, strategical advantage that they might have. Lukey, though, is a pain in the ass. He is going to be a person that they are going to have to be on the lookout for and try to eliminate as quickly as possible.
I mean, I would like to see Lukey and Shell go face to face with each other.
Oh, yeah. To get Lukey, Shell, and Earl Saint.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those three. And if we could get some of the old players back, like Illy. If Illy could get in here. I don't know if you were around when Illy was around. But he was
Yeah, I was.
He is a devastating player.
Well, I've been around since a month after Alvo released on Quest.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, quite some time. Yeah, Illy was an OG PlayStation player who was devastating with the sniper. It was ridiculous. It was almost unfair. He's one of the reasons why a lot of people had suggested changing up how the sniper actually functioned.
Yeah.
Good job, Illy. Good job. All right, so looking at the lineup, you got Z-Shid's team in Team 1 and Icarus's team, Team 2. So that will be Z-Shid's team will be green, Icarus's team will be yellow. And let's get it underway. Engagement has begun. I rarely see people run as this character model. And I don't know why. Maybe the red beret is too much of a target. Nice positioning behind the orange car there. 3 and 2. 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 3
planting a mine right there on that box.
On the sides or the top?
On the sides.
I'll tell you, this is one of the reasons why I hate house, man. Some of these positions are just rough. Here, you think you're kind of safe sitting behind a helicopter, but your feet are entirely exposed. So if someone comes up through that rabbit hole, they've got your number.
I think it was Kim Up. He used to be able to like get into the helicopter.
Yeah, you still can. Yeah. It's a pain in the ass to get out, though, so I don't know how much of a benefit it is. Perhaps for hardpoint, it actually could serve a purpose, but yeah, you could technically get inside the helicopter. Look at the score line, 30-39, keeping it close. Right now, Lukey's team a little bit behind. And when things start going down into the tunnels, which they haven't yet. God, I wish I was in this matchup. Fucking hate those tunnels. Once it starts getting down to the tunnels, it's going to be a little close quarters for us. But so far, Zshid's team looking dominant. Nice jump in, but to no... Actually, no, it was to Vale. That was a fruitful effort. Lukey's team able to contest. And a nice beat, taking out the entire team of Zshid. Was this one player whose name remains anonymous. I would guess it's Lukey because he's got 12 eliminations. Good flash coming out from underneath at the boiler room. No contention yet on the point. A very good hold by Lukey's team. This is going to put them in the lead 57-51. Why am I not in this match? I never get this lucky. What the hell, man?
Wolfmean, you're just very unlucky.
Well, I do have a caster's curse. Apparently I have an Alvo curse too, because I never get this shit. Ugh. Well, it looks like Icarus perhaps could have gotten the turret here. Nice placement up on the roof. Actually, that's like perfect placement. The only hiding position that they have is close up against that wall. But it's very quickly taken out. Lukey's team maintaining control once again. 78-56 in favor of Lukey's team in his best of 3. They are looking to solidify a victory here, giving them... God damn this game. I swear to God, if I play and I don't get this lucky, I'm hanging it up forever. It's done. What the hell? This is bullshit. Oh, goodness. Lukey's team dominating here. This will give them a lot of momentum going into round number 2. 97-57. Not once showing any evidence of getting off of the point. I mean, the control here is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Finally, Zshid's team able to take the point, but only for a couple of seconds. Finally, we get down into the tunnels.
There we go.
Now, this one I think could be
a good position on the rock.
I think this could be a little bit more even in terms of the exchanges. We might see a little bit of a back and forth here. Zshid's team looking to assert control over this T intersection, so far doing well. But no one watching their flank and both taken out simultaneously. Team Icarus regaining control. Look at the score line, 131-75. Lukey and Icarus really putting up those elimination numbers. There is going to have to be a shift on Zshid's team to try to get a few more eliminations. That will put them in a relatively decent position. Good flash here. doesn't seem to work, though. They fight right through it and get the elimination. If that's the only tunnel spawn we get...
It's what, back at helicopter?
It is. Good cleanup here. Looking to maintain control, not really looking to the end of the bushes. Does suffer the consequences, but it doesn't matter. They're right back on the point. Good Molly doing some damage on that corner wall. Enough to keep them off of the point, and Z-Shid's team looking to hit that 3-digit marker. Now it's back at the shed. Not a bad spot. Doubt we're going to see anyone go up into the trees. Takes a little bit too much time to get up there. But Z-Shid's team right on the point. Asserting control early on. Ring around the rosy, pocket
Somebody's
full of
going up in the
posies.
house.
Yeah,
Yep, they are definitely doing ring around Rosie.
I wanted to see their angle there. 127 to 165. Z-Shid's team looking to make a massive comeback here, but not able to get the outs. And Icarus, Lukey, and Dark Zone regain control of the point. Good choice just to contest there and reduce the point discrepancy. Back out on the black Vans. Z-Shid's team on it immediately and immediately off of it. Lukey and company hoping to take this one. $130 to $185. 15 points away from victory. Team Lukey. It's weird saying that since my son's name is Luke, but Team Lukey looking to close this one out with only 9 seconds left.
This is a close match.
But Z-Shid's team not giving up with 141 on the board. This contesting is making it very difficult for Icarus and party. They just cannot finish things out. Z-Shid's and team just not letting it happen. They are making them work for it. Good eliminations there. Rabbit Hole being the optimal positioning. Oh my god, a 3-fer. This might solidify their win. Only a few seconds left on the system here, and they get it. 200 to 146. And round number one, looking at that scoreline, 41-19 for Lukey, 28-30 Nickel. So not a lot of equality in terms of points, or at least kills. But overall, good performance by both teams. I gotta say, Team Z-Shid had a formidable comeback. We'll see if things improve moving into the next round. They will be on a different server. Perhaps that plays a factor. It sucks that that's the case sometimes, but it is what it is. Really good fight, but going to Icarus's team for that one. All right, it looks like, I'll say it for you, Puddles, C-Diff and Friend at Court's team are moving into the second round, and C-Diff take the first one. So they just require one more. Goodness gracious. Boom, 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 boom. Wait, did she? Oh, she didn't put in a
Did they
password.
change the
Okay.
password?
Didn't even put one in.
Oh.
No password, y'all.
How long you been sick, Wolf?
I feel like all year. This came about earlier this week, though. There's a lot of people at work, not just my coworkers, but the people we serve. There's just a lot of illness going around, respiratory issues. A lot of people caught pneumonia. No one's got a case of COVID, which is great. Glad to hear, but pneumonia is still pretty deadly. People gotta be careful of that. But there's been like this respiratory infection that's kind of been going around, and I think I unfortunately caught some of it. I better charge my controllers. Alright, going around number 2 in this matchup between Z-Shid's team and Lukey's team. We're on house, so they're going to have to switch the map. We are on a different server. We'll see if this changes performance at all. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Hopefully y'all tuning in today are enjoying the matches. Hopefully things have been running smoothly enough that everybody feels good about having participated. And a big shout out to Puddles for joining in on the commentary. Always a great addition. Love having someone to talk to rather than just talking to myself most of the time.
Hey, well, anytime.
And of course, Fergie is also joined in the casting, but she is competing, so she had to step away, and her team has won their first match. They are looking to win their second one, so she will be unavailable perhaps the remainder of the time. If they win their second round, then they're going to be moving into the finals. So, we shall see. I have Fergie's team, or CDFM, going into the finals, and given how the German Grandpa's team here competed against Z-Shid's team, we could see them going into the finals.
Yeah. And
it's hard to say, though. Z-Shid's team started coming back pretty well at the end. Perhaps they found where they fell short in terms of positioning. Were they just losing gunfights, or was it a positioning factor? Like, what factors led to the challenges they faced early on in that fight? Hopefully it seems as though they started figuring it out halfway through the match, but it was a little too late,
a little bit too
ultimately.
late. I mean, and that's what you have to do in competition. Your first round is like testing the water, see what's working, what's not, see how the other team plays, and then you adjust the second round.
And I know Z-Shid's team has done a very good job in preparing for this. They have scrimmaged against a number of different teams. All right, it looks like CDFM is moving on to the next round. Could you give me the actual score? Was it 2-0? Just so I can plug it in. I appreciate that. So they have prepared very, very well for this fight. But some teams you just can't prepare for. I like their willingness just to contest. They don't necessarily have to get the eliminations completely and take over the point. They're just contesting. Hard point is a matter of numbers, right? It doesn't, in this case, if you can prevent them from accumulating, that might be the better option than just getting eliminated while trying to clear the point, because then you just put it right back into the possession. Alright, easy on the fire there, buddy. Nice, able to slide and put that fire out. Team Z-Shid in control of the garage with all them beautiful cars.
this is one of my favorite points on House. Like, I hate House for hard points, but I think this one is my favorite point.
Yeah, I can kind of see why. Way more cover, way more options. Yeah. Breaching, it's a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah, breaching definitely is a pain in the butt. And like once you lose it, it's hard to get it back.
I love seeing the use of the Sterling. A lot of the German Grandpas players actually use the Sterling, and I love it. It's like one of my favorite weapons. That, I love the Hurricane as well. Two of my favorite weapons.
I used to love the Annihilator. That was my go-to for the longest time.
Yeah, it's still really good. In terms of distance, it's got greater accuracy than the Trauma. And a little bit more punch than the Proto. But the Proto, I would say, is better for long range overall. But if you're looking for a nice balance between what's a Trauma and what's a Proto, I would say the Annihilator is a good balance because it has that power. Not as much power as the Trauma, but it has that power and it's got that range capability. Looking at the scoreline, 63-42, Z-Shid's team with the lead by a good 20-ish points. They are doing a formidable job keeping the German Grandpas off the point. This one is just a matter of who can keep the other off better. Because this point sucks.
Oh, this point is horrid. There's no cover, absolutely whatsoever. And this is just one of those points where, like, you've got to just keep the other team off.
We often find people sitting in the adjacent tree there, which is actually a good position to keep people off the point.
Yeah.
The German Grandpas are going to find a bit of their comeback here, though, on this awful hardpoint spawn. But it seems to be working for them, so someone was able to make it work. And they have closed the gap by a significant margin, 71-74. Not only did they close it, they took the lead from that spawn alone. Z-Shid's team on the point. It's certainly not by much.
You know, 1 or 2 points can make and break a hard point match.
Great use of the bazooka. Love that. Well, we got 89-75 with Team Lukey holding the point majority. And right now, I don't think it's a matter of positioning. I think Z-Shid's team is just getting outgunned at the moment. It seems as though German Grandpas have found their stride. And look at these two. They refuse to get off the point and try to find each other. They just contested and held the point margin where it was at.
I mean, and sometimes that's a good strategy. Just like hide, hold the point, don't let points rack up.
By the way, folks, if I have the opportunity to be outside the map to watch, I will. Okay? I know it looks weird, but it's so much more freeing for the camera.
It's wormholes.
Wormholes. Let's do the time warp again. I could not get that final limo. There's the grenade to do it. Takes away the bazooka as well. Team Z-Shid struggling to get on point. 95-107. Still a bit of a close match so far. But this is going to be... I mean, they just ran right past whoever that was. Okay, I have to get out of... Oh, yes! Let's go! Still technically out of the map, I think. Maybe? Damn it, maybe not. I think I screwed up.
Oh, I think you're good. Yeah.
Ah, I screwed up. I screwed up, guys! I'm fired.
Hey, can you go back in the tunnel and get back in?
No, that was through... Wait, no, I'm still technically on the outside. Hold on. The problem is that you have colliders on one side and not on the other. And the way to get in is by flicking through the camera, and it will sometimes position you behind a player, which puts you out of bounds. So if I get that lucky again, I'll try not to fuck it up next time, but oh well. (111 to 126), still a close match. We are back at the Pergola. German Grandpas narrowly holding on to their very small lead. Team Z-Shid looking to tie things up 1-1 here on house. Let me go back to barbecue. I think I can get a better perspective here for everybody. See someone creeping, keeping him off the point, but someone in second floor window able to take him out, but not fast enough to save their teammate. Still, Team Z-Shid with control, 119-142. Still maintaining that control. Eating that grenade, doing nothing. Contesting, surviving. Racking up some of those points to close the gap, 127 to 144. And first on the point will be Team Z-Shid at the tent. Unfortunately, the timer did not start, so they didn't get any seconds there. And German Grandpa is just too quick. Too quick and too accurate. Hide, hide, hide. Stay hidden behind that wheel. No! Not enough cover. Team Grandpas take back control when they were... Z-Shid was just closing the gap. 140-149. They retake here. Has to stay low. That third floor window is going to be damning. Scoreline 146-152. 6 points away. Point on in contention. Still... Oh, in favor of the German Grandpas, and they're going to keep their lead here. Holy cow, what a fight.
This is a very good fight.
German Grandpa's looking to take home the win here, 162 to 147. Oh, we got a turret on top of the house. Z-Shid's team gonna have to stick close to that inner wall. Nice hold here by Team Z-Shid. Still have that one person on top of the roof. They're gonna see if they can get a peek here from around the door. They're able to find it too, but man, the retribution by the turret, and it's back in the hands of Team Grandpas, 166 of 173, and Team Z-Shid can't pull it out and recoup. German Grandpas.
Still a close round.
German Grandpas are going to move on to go up against CDFM. Wow, what a fight. Whoa, they did not get 23 wins. Let's fix that there. Okay. So we got Team Fergie, CDFM, Shell, Disgruntled, Fergie Mafia, going up against German Grandpas, Team 1, Alpha Team, the only team that German Grandpas need. Who will claim victory? The North Americans or the Europeans in this final bout in this hardpoint tournament? Both teams putting up a miraculous showing, an incredible showing. Put your votes in. I wish I could put in a vote. I'm in the headset. I can't see shit. So just put it in chat. Who do you think is going to win? Will it be CDiff or will it be the German Grandpas? Let us know. 1 for Fergie's team. 2 for German Grandpas.
Put my vote in.
Why did I suspect you were going to go against the grain?
Because I always do.
And to keep my caster's vote at a curse at a minimum, I will refrain from casting my vote. NGR calls C. diff. Dung Beetle, of course, calls C. diff. Puddles calling for German grandpas. There are at least 9 other people here. Cast your vote. Who do you think is going to win? Team Fergie or Team Grandpas? I might have to restart my game again. Just as a heads up to everybody.
Hey, Wolf, I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure. Pardon the black screen there, everybody. Just restarting the game. We shall be back in soon. Alright, here we are. Let's see if one is created. Probably not. But at least now I can guarantee that I will see it. We'll check Discord real quick, folks. Stay tuned. Hopefully y'all are enjoying yourselves on this Saturday afternoon and evening. Anyone here eating dinner, eating lunch?
Yeah.
People are literally posting AI pictures in the Alvo World League chat. It is so funny. And they're like of the players on the teams. What the hell? Oh, this is wild. You've eaten already? What'd you eat there, NGR? Anything good, man? I mean, all food is good to me. I hate Brussels sprouts, but I'll still eat them if they're there. Alright, got it, thank you. You look like the Mean Girls. I mean, hey, if the shoe fits. Hello? Are you guys already in there, Shell? Korean style chicken skewers and pita breads? No? Okay. That sounds delicious, NGR. Well, here in Alvo, we have a glorious, glorious overcast sky. No rain. Clouds are not thick enough to drop that watery goodness, but we still got a little bit of sunshine coming through. A little bit more blue skies on the left side of the building, but the overcast is starting to move its way on in. Perhaps by the end of this event, it will be dark with lots of rain. Needed something light? That's light? Bruh. Alright, we'll be moving into the final match momentarily as people start making their way onto the scene, loading up into the game, people taking a short break. Make sure your controllers have batteries replaced, your headsets are fully charged. For this is bound to be an intense one. Last thing you need is technical issues. Prepare yourselves because we got CDFM versus German Grandpas 1 coming to you soon.
CDF.
or C. diff. If you want to be one of them. One of those kinds of people. Okay. Room created, people loading in, guns loaded, headsets charged, lasers on. For those who don't play Hardpoint competitively, you got any tips there, Puddles, you know, regarding loadouts, positioning, strategies? You got any tips for people who might be interested in competing in a Hardpoint type of tournament?
Well, with Hardpoint, like, I usually have like 2 different loadouts. One with fire, and lately I've changed one of my Hardpoint loadouts to a mine and a regular grenade, to help get into the point and also keep it.
Hmm. And what about perks? Are there specific perks you decide to run?
Definitely, Flak Jacket. Flak Jacket is your big one. Another one that can be useful is, what's the speed one? My brain's not working today. Yes, Sprinter would be a good one, especially with the bigger maps.
So the upside to wearing Flak Jacket is not only does it reduce damage from grenades, but it reduces damage from anything that explodes. This can include the proximity mine. This can include the sticky grenade. So, you know, for players who don't typically run Flak Jacket, I am one of those players, but I understand the consequences of my actions, okay? Flak Jacket is a strong perk to wear, particularly in Hardpoint, given how much utility is actually used. Sprinter, you get a little bit extra sprint time, 30% longer than the standard sprint time, which allows you to get to the point faster while maintaining enough stamina that should you need to escape, you possibly could. Now, if you are a person who tends to sit on the perimeter, given the fact that I am primarily a perimeter player, I have a lot of experience in that, I tend to run max ammo because you are expected to fire a lot. So, in the transition from one hardpoint spawn to another, those enemies that I have dropped, I will pick up their ammo so then I can continue to hold the perimeter rather than trying to get myself killed just to get more ammo. I also run Wolverine. I always run Wolverine because I like to get back into a fight faster. If you don't use Wolverine and you're unsure what it does, it results in faster health regeneration. As my playstyle dictates, I tend to hop around and try to evade. I don't like frontal confrontation. I hate it. I'm a rat. I know I'm a rat, and I run away like a coward. That is how I play. Okay? I get it. But in doing so, you're likely going to get tagged a couple of times. Therefore, you need your health at max as quickly as possible. So I run Wolverine. But you have a lot of other options. You have Revenge Grenade. If you're going to be sitting in the hard point and someone else comes in, they eliminate you, you drop a grenade. Since they have to sit on the hard point, they are going to be in relative close proximity to that Revenge Grenade. Ninja is okay if people are running with the motion sensor. This would be a good perk, especially if you know that team is known for running motion sensors. You don't want to get caught on that thing. You don't want to get caught on the radar. Ninja will be your would be your friend. Phantom keeps you out of the motion sensors. How should I say? You keep you out of its sight. And if you don't, well, I guess if you're a sniper user, Overload would be good because you can run an assault rifle rather than just a pistol. But if you're not one of those users, Overload is better suited for other game modes. But you can find utility in any of the perks, honestly. Do you have a weapon of choice?
I like the Trauma. The Trauma is my weapon of choice.
For all game modes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I mean, maybe for like S&D or even hardpoint, like a shotgun would be good too.
On those smaller maps, yeah.
Yeah, especially with the smaller maps. That's where like also like Overlord would come in handy, where you can, you know, switch guns.
Indeed. Because the shotgun isn't always the best option, right? Like for the close quarters, if you're going to be playing point or if you're going to be protecting the bomb on a smaller map, that makes a lot of sense. But you're going to have those transitional periods where you're going from one end of the map to the other. You're going to need that mid to long range fight.
And like, you know, with some of the maps, you know, you've got the close range points, and then you also have those long range points where either gun can come in handy.
Very, very true. And you have options for 4 loadouts for anyone who doesn't play Alvo or is newer to Alvo and just learning about how the game functions. You have 4 different optional loadouts. You could set up these loadouts for specific game modes if you so choose. Or if you have favorite loadouts that you're like, man, I wish I could use these things together, or, you know, but I don't want it in this particular loadout. You have your options. So be sure to check it out. Play around with the different options that you have available to you for utility. You have grenade, sticky grenade, flash bang, smoke grenade. I love using smokes, by the way. One of my favorite utility items. Motion sensor, proximity mine, and Molotovs. You've certainly seen the flash grenades and the Molotovs and the grenades going off. You saw a sticky grenade here and there. You even saw a proximity mine and a motion sensor. But notice how you haven't really seen any smoke grenades. A lot of people don't. I would have to argue a lot of people just don't know how best to use the smoke grenades. I know when we were competing, Puddles, I used it a lot. I used it a heck of a lot. And there were moments where it benefited. Now, granted, there were moments it didn't fucking help at all. But in some of the moments... I mean, a
smoke grenade is good at hiding your position in the point.
Yeah, and that was the idea, because I am a perimeter player. I would throw the smoke grenade onto the point and hopefully protect Puddles, who is one of our point people, or someone else who might be on the point itself. And it's beneficial. It keeps them safe, for the most part, as long as those utilities don't come in. But, you know, it does also kind of pinpoint to your enemy where your teammate might be if you throw the smoke right on your teammate, which you have to be mindful of. But anyway, match underway here. Monastery Dusk. Hate this map. Everybody knows I hate this map. Team Fergie against German Grandpas. German Grandpas taking the wine cellar position here, getting early lead. But not with ease, as C-Diff looking to maintain control with a nice little corner positioning there behind the boxes. 18-12, C-Diff taking the lead. And we are going to stay in the wine cellar. Now I know these ladies...
Who's yellow and who's green? I didn't look.
Green would be C-Diff, and yellow would be the German Grandpas.
Okay.
So I know the ladies on CDFM. All 3 of these players love Monastery Wine Cellar. Not only is it a good position for them to hold, but they can get all lacquered up.
Yo.
And get a little drunky poo.
That is what I'm doing right now.
This positioning here underneath the table, by the way, is a great hold for anyone who's interested. You're very, very hard to hit, but you can shoot at the feet of your opponent. Now we're going down to the cave. Hate this spawn. If you're claustrophobic, you'll hate it too, but not a bad position to hold.
At this point, sometimes I do a perimeter and like get in the rocks.
Like holding right there underneath the bridge. That's a very good spot to actually
get. Hold it. Yeah. And then like also underneath the bridge right above is a good spot as well.
German Grandpa's looking to catch up. 69-44, giggity. Nice steal here by CDFM. Not a lot of time left on this point, but any number of points you can get, you want to take. We are now going into the monastery itself. Hiding behind the benches is going to be the optimal position here. Of course, you can also take the stage, which gives you great perspective of the entirety of the church, but you are ultimately exposed.
There is so many entry points.
Oh, yeah. The windows are like the worst if you're defending. The windows can be the worst.
They really are.
Nice shots, good fight. German Grandpas maintain control, but whoever is sitting in that corner there keeps it out of the hands of CDFM. Going back. Oh, God. Just let me go above. Let me go above. Some people call this the roundabout, round table, bridge. Wherever the fuck you call it, that's the next hard point spawn. I believe it's in the hands of the German Grandpas. Who is this? They are dominating. 94-97. German Grandpas taking the lead. Nice elimination here. CDFM retaking control, but for how long? Ooh, not looking in the proper direction, but still keeping German Grandpas off the point. CDFM looking to retake the lead. Cross side exterior, I believe. Out in the quote-unquote courtyard. Really, really good spawn point. I personally love this spawn point because you know, as powerful as it can be, you can look down through this arch pathway and hold that lane. You can sit back at the bridge where we see one of the members of CDFM is currently sitting. You can use these barricades to your advantage. There's a lot of opportunity here, but trying to get someone coming up those stairs can be awfully difficult as well. So I think it's a pretty well-balanced spot in my opinion. 119-109, CDFM currently with the lead.
This is one spot that changes hands often.
Yeah. Shows a lot of balance potential in terms of capture and hold capabilities. And we are back into the church itself. May the Lord be with you and all the players in this game, because so far, much death has been observed.
Well, isn't that Alvo, though?
If you don't die, you're not playing.
Right?
There are a lot of crosses in here. You know what they should do for a zombie mode? They already made adaptations to this map, right? They should take a couple of those crosses and turn them upside down.
Yes.
Let's make it satanic up in this bitch. Come on. No shame. It's a video game. People can get over it.
Reminding me of Sunny Meadows.
Yeah. If you guys know, you know.
Yeah.
German Grandpas 135. CDFM 156. They still do maintain the lead, but it's not a very strong lead. So they're going to have to work diligently to keep the German Grandpas at bay. I like this positioning in the wine cellar itself. Unfortunately, they were found. Ooh, missing the shots! Oh my god! Gave their position away. Apologies for the cough. I got a little excited there. My throat's a bit dry.
You need some green tea with honey.
I need decapitation. That's what I need.
Well, you're
Alright.
too far away, so I can't help you with that.
I appreciate your willingness to assist, though. All right, we're at newsstands. I think this is the first time in the rotation. 181 and 162. German Grandpa is looking to close the gap once again. They always seem to be on the recap side of things, never the holding side of things. Nice flash going out. You know that Shell. She will gladly blind herself if it means the teammate is also blind. Nice grenade.
I like putting a mine on the stairs. You would never expect it, and you can barely see it.
187 to 184. The point gap has closed significantly. We are now within 4 points. CDFM looking to close things out. German Grandpa's preventing this from happening. 190 to 189. 192 to 190. German Grandpa's looking to take the win. 196, 191. CDFM have to hold control. Can they do it? 198, 196. And it looks like the German Grandpa steal this one away. 200 to 196. Holy monastery fight.
Wow.
That
I don't
is-
think I've ever seen a hard point this close.
That's insane. What makes that such a special win was that German Grandpas were behind the entire time.
Yeah.
They were behind the entire time until those final couple of points. That's what put them over the edge. Incredible fight. That is what you look for in a competitive Alvo fight. Absolutely insane. By the way, if you haven't done so, pick up your Amateur Hour Commentary trinket here in the Alvo store. All you have to do is go over to the loadout section. I think... excuse me. Go to the utility option. Go to this little tag. This little price tag. This price tag thing speaks to the trinkets. It tells you which trinkets you can purchase. And you can find it here for, I think, about 400 Alvo coins. Be sure to pick that up. Also along with the Gaming Synergy one. But if you want some of the reactive ones, you can go over to the store. Just be sure to click on one of these little options up here. And you can find the reactive ones. The skull, when you get an elimination, the eyes light up red. And this little kill tracker will actually keep score of your eliminations in game. So at present you can see there's nothing on there, but once you bring it into the game, you'll see the numbers start going up. So be sure to pick those up. It does cost some brass, so you're going to have to purchase some brass if you are interested in getting those. And these two are locked. These are unpurchasable trinkets. You have to earn these bitches. This is a prestige level 1 trinket. That means you got to get to level 108 and then start all the way over from level 1. And in doing so, if you hit that prestige, you're able to pick up this trinket for, I think it's for free. Is it for free or do you have to pay Alvo coins for it? I'm assuming it would be for free, but obviously you can tell I've not reached level 108. And if you want this one, you can tell it's a double chevron. That means double prestige. That means you've gone up to level 108 twice. This is a rare item to have in the game. Are you going to get this trinket or not? Are you going to prestige twice? I don't know. I don't know if I will. That is a lot of time. And I've already spent close to 500 hours into this game.
Yeah. I've debated whether I want a prestige or not.
If I have the chance, I will. I am all about prestiging. I love the challenge of going back and running with the old weapons. Sometimes I already do run with the old weapons because I like doing the challenges that are in the game. Like, for example, I can't bring it up here, but you guys will see there's a little clipboard Those are the challenges that you can do, and sometimes it requires eliminations through the Falcon or through the Annihilator or for some of the other ones. So, why am I blanking? The Hornet. The Hornet is the P90. So if you guys are interested in trying out some of the other weapons, you're like, hey, is there even a point in running some of the other guns? Well, the challenges are the point. Be sure to hop in and get those completed. Get extra Avo coins and extra XP. It's not a lot. I've been asking to have that boosted a little bit, but it's still kind of worth it for that little extra effort. And at least you can say that you've done it. How many challenges have you completed this week?
Shoot, I don't done because I haven't played barely this week.
Yeah, you and me both.
I've been on Phasmophobia. My new addiction.
Yeah. You're welcome. Alright, looking at the matchup. Same lineup. CDFM green. German Grandpa's yellow. In the hands of CDFM. Stripped from their clutches by German Grandpas. Looking to bait some people out, see if they can find some proper positioning. This is not looking good for CDFM. They have not yet been able to fully capture this point. They got 3 seconds on it at best. Did my phone go off? No, it looks okay. Alright. This one, dominant hold here by CDFM, looking to get points up on the board, 18-35. They're going to have to hold this with, you know, for pretty much the whole time if they want to try to catch up here. Unfortunately, they were taken off by the German Grandpas. Nice eliminations there. Not able to watch their flank, and it looks like CDFM is having a hard time getting together. Their spawn points are a little separated, and that's resulting in quick eliminations on of their team. As you can see, like even if they try to get close to the point, they're struggling to even get to the point with German Grandpas. Just able to take them off as quickly as CDFM have been able to get them get on. There we go, CDFM finally taking hold. Good elimination there on the yellow stairs. This won't equalize the points or the scoreboard, but it will at least get them closer, 36-75. They've closed the gap by about half. This is going to quickly change as the point rotates and German Grandpa is ending on that cave point. They're now back into the monastery itself. No one watching the cross side, the north side as I like to call it. Grenades doing some damage, able to get the eliminations, but German Grandpa's still holding strong on the point. I can't get out of this frickin' door. The colliders, I tell you, the colliders on this thing. 51-100, already reaching triple digits is the German Grandpas, but again, we can't count Team Fergie out quite yet. A lot of potential here.
Still, that's 1 or 2 points.
Good eliminations here. Still hold behind the boxes. Team Fergie able to find the eliminations they needed to capture this point. Shots fired and staying prone, blending in with the environment to the best of their ability. And here we go, trickling up. 75-103, closing the gap. Losing that gunfight, unfortunately. Well, the quick loss, they get a quick recap. They are off the point. Even though they're prone there, you got to make sure you're just crossing that threshold. If not, it's a problem. You will not be capturing a damn thing. 92-107, here's the comeback. We see a lot of progress made by Team Fergie. And now a little bit of weight has been lifted off of their shoulders, I can only presume, as they've closed the gap. But the clock is still ticking down. These hard points are open for only about 40, 45 seconds-ish, maybe. Could be wrong. But as that timer ticks down, so does the match timer. So they cannot sit on the laurels of their efforts. In that previous point, they have to cap. And the German grandpas are proving to be too strong, too powerful. $131.98. Good eliminations here by CDFM, but they cannot stay on the point, gather as many seconds as possible. And it has rotated back towards, what do y'all call this, arches? Something most people call it.
Yeah.
German grandpas about 50 points away from victory. Good use of utility coming out from CDFM. See if they can capture this point. You just gotta touch it. Get on it. It's contested. Good double elimination there by Shell. And they are back in this. God dang, another good elimination. 112 to 148. Not enough to bring them back. Couple more points have to be for CDFM. If not, this is going to go in favor of the German Grandpas, Team 1. The Alpha Team. The only team.
Oh, points are not really changing.
Okay, it's back in the hands of CDFM. Slowly but surely. More help is needed here. Not able to do what needs to be done. German grandpas take control once again. Got a point rotation, 183 and 126. Back at the top of the news stairs we go. Opportunity for CDFM here. Not the best thrown grenade, to be fair. God, they just cannot stay on point. They're losing their gunfights. This has got to be frustrating.
It always is.
Given their performance throughout this tournament, they were so admirable, but they're struggling just to get to a point here. German grandpa's just too strong, and they come out victorious. Your hardpoint tournament winners, German grandpa's Team 1, the Alpha Team, the only team. Lukey, Dark Zone, and Icarus. Great fight, great finals for both teams. Looked really, really good. 200 to 128, and the KDRs looking very admirable as well. Great matchup between both teams. Great matchup between a lot of the teams during this tournament. What a fantastic fight.
That it is.
All right.
Knew it was going to be.
And I mean, you kind of called it, didn't you? That was your vote.
Yeah.
German Grandpas will win.
That was my vote.
I think it's fair to blame you, right? Is that okay? Just as
Yeah,
an
just believe me. Everybody else does. It's okay.
Just as an FYI, Fergie, I don't know if you could still hear me or if your mic is on, but I unmuted you. If you want me to mute again, that's perfectly fine. It's up to you. But that was a great fight, and honestly, it's the first time we had an EU team win a competition in Alvo in some time. So we had Death Squad winning. We had Death Squad winning season 1 of the AWL.
Unless you thank you. You will.
Oh, God. Okay. So we had Death Squad winning season 1 of the AWL, and then we had Team Trauma win the Search and Destroy tournament. Those were the only two European teams to win, but we also had a European win the Free For All tournament, if I remember correctly. That was White Shirt, and so I don't want to say he's European, but he's not North American, so I'll say that much. So we had a couple, and now we have again here the Germans winning the Hardpoint tournament. So I love seeing the mix-up, and that like it's not one region dominating the other, but very good fight by both teams. Very, very good fight. Hello, Fergie.
Can I cry now?
Can you cry? I don't know. Do you want to cry?
Yeah, I'm burning up. That was brutal.
That was
They're
fun to watch,
so
though.
quick.
It was.
Well, we'll let you recover.
I can't even I'm still processing.
Well,
They're so fast, and their like perimeter and the positions was so good. Even if you managed to get one out, you were taken right after. So getting kill streaks was not a thing for anybody. You couldn't get in the points to catch any points. It was rough. They did so well. I'm happy for them. Sucks for us, but I'm happy for them.
Yeah, they played really, really well. It makes me wonder what their previous matches looked like, because against JWUT's team, they won 2-1, so they had one taken away from them, but then they dominated Zshid's team in a 2-0. So like they were clearly formidable, but yeah, it looked rough. It looked rough. It's like the moment you got on the point, you were there for a few seconds, and then they were there on top of you. It was wild to watch. Absolutely wild.
The first time around, I felt like we kind of got a feel for each other, and they were able to catch up towards the end. Once they realized how we were running, we realized how they were running, and then we switched to that godforsaken EU server.
I had a feeling that was going to be a factor.
Oh, it was so bad. Disgruntled at one point and said, "They're coming out of walls."
Casper's the friendly ghosts.
But to imagine, that's what it's like for them when they play on NA, and they were still able to pull the win away, and I'm happy for them. Congratulations to them.
Oh, Z, yeah, you and your team certainly played awesome. House is very, very hard to play on for Hardpoint as it is. So, like, I commend anyone who wants to play on House for Hardpoint, but...
Well, it was either that or Retreat, and I didn't want to do that.
Fair enough. Options were not great for that round.
I knew that Nel Salon was our luck. The Nel Salon would be one of those Hardpoint favorites where the point just wants to go there repeatedly.
I'm going to move to a spot that is a little quieter. There we go. So you guys can still kind of hear the music, but it's not so blaring. So that concludes the hard point tourney, the Alvo hard point tourney. I want to give a shout out to everybody who participated, everybody who signed up. I appreciate everyone's patience with some of the things that took place, whether it was setting out the rules, making announcements, informing everybody of the various changes that had to take place. I do appreciate your patience, but I am happy that you all were able to compete and play. I hope you had fun. I encourage everyone to get together and organize some more. There's so many options when it comes to tournament styles that you can formulate. Like I had mentioned some earlier in the stream, you can have pistol tournaments, you can have 1v1 tournaments, you can have machete tournaments or knife tournaments. You can have any kind of tournament under the sun that the game allows. I encourage you guys to set those up, and feel free to use the Discord to help arrange that stuff. If those do take place, I am certainly going to be there in the stands watching and cheering everybody on. Because for what it's worth, I have spent a lot of time in this game from 2019 to present. I've put a lot of personal time, a lot of tears, and a lot of recommendations, suggestions. Not nearly as much as the developers, but from a community member perspective, I put a lot of time into the game, and I've enjoyed the majority of it. It came with its hardships, as any community does, but the Alvo community will always be near and dear to my heart. I've made a lot of friendships. I've met a lot of people who I wouldn't have met otherwise, and I've had the opportunity and pleasure of doing something that I thought was going to conclude after Firewall had ended. So I appreciate everybody who decided to join in and make AWL something that was special. All the people who put in the time to either make awards or donate for awards. Big shout out to JD's House of Trophies for sticking with us for 3 seasons to bring the winners some awesome trophies that light up, and hopefully you guys are still showcasing those in your house or wherever you might live. And all the different team compositions, the people who have come and gone. Thank you all for just giving everything that was produced here a chance. If you weren't already in the know, in one of my announcements when I was going over the matchups and whatnot, I did announce I will be stepping away from a lot of the coordinating and organization of competition and AHC. There are some things in my personal life I have to make priority and focus on. A lot of it has to do with just me. So I do apologize, and I am sorry that if that is an inconvenience, but at least now, anyone who wants to run anything, you have a bit of a foundation to work on. I will, of course, be more than happy to consult if anyone seeks out some advice or some direction on what needs to be done. I strongly, strongly encourage using other platforms like Gaming Synergy. Go to gaming-synergy.co.uk. It's a free service that is owned and operated by Demolition Sean, the lead developer of this game. He is a wonderful person, absolutely brilliant man, and he has been partners with AHC for multiple years. Use challenge.com. That is what I used for this tournament style fashion. It's very simple, very user friendly. Both of these programs, Gaming Synergy and Challenge, are both free to use. You don't have to pay for anything. It's a wonderful service. Take advantage of it. And if you're wondering how to do some other things that might be related to Discord, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm more than happy to give some advice. But do know I will be stepping away. I will be a little bit harder to get in contact with. I am removed from a lot of social media, but please don't take that as I am not a fan of all of you. I'm not a friend of the community. I love just about every single one of you, and you have made a wonderful, 6 years now. So thank you very much, but I'm going to stop with my rant, get off my podium, and I'm going to leave it to my wonderful co-host, the ladies, Fergie and Puddles, to close things out here.
Go for it, Puddles.
Oh, I'm sad.
Well, let's see some wolf heads in chat and appreciation for everything that Wolf does. I don't think everyone knows full on exactly how much one person does. Don't shake your head. We can still see your screen there. one person does for this community and organizing all the tournaments, writing all the rules, scheduling everything, organizing it, matchmaking, hosting, production, covering all of it. One person does literally all of it. So thank you, Wolf, for everything that you've done for the community and everyone within Alvo personally. As of today, I got my ass kicked 10 minutes ago, so I'm still catching my breath. Great tournament for everybody. Everyone played amazing. Congratulations to all the new people that it was the first showtime, and I'm so happy that everyone enjoyed it. It was a fun day, great day for Alvo, AHC, and just us in general. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Your turn, Puddles.
Well, like today's tournament was awesome. Now I'm kind of regretting not playing, but it has been fun commentating. And you know what? Thank you, Wolf, for all that you've done, organizing these tournaments, the AHC, even playing with Paragon. It has been a pleasure.
Time to spam the wolf faces.
Yes,
It
spam
gave
the
us
wolf
ammo.
faces.
It would be, yeah, it wouldn't be there if we weren't supposed to spam it. So yeah.
Jesus Christ, this damn wolf head. I blame Titch for that. Well, I don't want to hold you all hostage. Thank you, everybody, for participating. I appreciate your time, your attention, your efforts, and for the wonderful watch party that was this Alvo World League Hardpoint tournament. I hope to see more in the future. Stay tuned for more stuff from the Alvo community. I want to thank everybody here. I want to thank Titch for being always the man behind the curtain. I don't think he gets enough credit, but I will see you guys later, and we will chat later. But for now, this is me signing out. See you guys later, and take care.